time for peak. It's time for peak. Even the song is banger. Are you playing right now, Pools? No. Oh, let's get it. Peak. I said I can't wait, man. No muns. No muns, no muns. No muns. Let's continue. All right, we're in the middle of a battle. All right. Yeah, I saw 3 waves and I was like, we're going to bed. So right after we won a battle on... Right after we won a battle on... Right after we won a battle on the 7th day, on the 8th day... Okay, so the enemies are closest here. So I'll burn my AP here and wait there. I could either save it or just go ham.
Leave it to me.
That's fine.
Min.
Min.
Let us begin. Hi-ya! My apologies.
Explain
To
what happened
arms!
after the first one. Up to what point did you pass out or had to step out or leave the night? Because there's a lot. Wait, so you saw the first ending, you're saying, right? After the first ending, when we travel back in time, once it hit the second day. Okay, good. So on the second day, when we restarted time, when we turn back the hands of time, right? Hear me out. When we turn back the hands of time, we stopped Ato from killing Sire. And after we stopped Ato from killing Sire, we ended up killing Ato. Since it was only myself, Sire, and Ato in that room, the rest of the party members were like sussing me, and they're like, yo, it's kind of weird though that you killed Ato before he even like hurt Sire, so we don't even know if you're telling the truth or if you murdered him in cold blood. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, people were sussing me. On top of that, after a few more, I think a day or two passed, it was nighttime. There was some noise on my door. I stepped out my door. Somebody knocked me out cold. And when they knocked me out, I woke up the next day in my room. Tsubasa told me to come to the classroom. I went to the classroom and we saw Gaku was murdered immediately with mad stabs. Can't bring him back to life. They drained all his hemoglobin, and the reason we couldn't bring him back to life was because somebody recalibrated the way that the revival-matic works. It only revives us if we're in battle, but if we're on school grounds, nah. We also ran into the last boss really early, and we ran into the last boss extremely early as well. She killed... Did she kill anybody? I'm trying to remember real quick. Yeah, I'll let you know if we have enough people first. If we don't, then I'd rather just for the just to keep the ball rolling. I'll probably handle everything. But yeah, she fought Takemaru 1v1. I protected Takemaru, and then Takemaru was like, yo, I believe you, you saved me, blah blah blah. Anyway, after that, we got the people from the second to last defense academy to join us. I don't think I died, right? I was sick, right? So I was sick. We slept for 13 days. Did I die? I don't remember if I died. Did I actually die, Danny? I know I got stabbed, but I didn't know if I died though. Okay. Well, if I died, yeah, I got revived. Yeah, I didn't know if I died though. I thought I just got stabbed and I passed out. But anyway, I didn't remember hearing anything about me being confirmed dead. I just thought I went to sleep, you know.
Time for me to move.
Anyways.
I can't wait. Stinks, doesn't it? Time for me to move.
They said you didn't wait for 3 more days.
How about this?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's
if I didn't wait for 3 more days, they would have killed me.
Does this do it for you? Such a I can't wait.
That's exactly what they said. That's exactly what they said. He's right.
Ready when you are.
I'm ready to take the wheel.
Leave it to me.
Full throttle.
Me, man.
I'm taking the wheel. Locked and loaded. Shifting
You
gears.
have my fence. Onward.
Unlucky. Oh, okay.
2 arms.
It's not like they're gonna walk backwards to hit me.
I've got you. Let us begin.
I'm good whenever. Watch out.
Nice. Okay. Very good. Very good. Anyways, we saved Takemaru. I was sleeping for a hot grip. We're in another fight right now. The fight that I predicted would happen happened on the 7th. We had an immediate fight on the 8th. And I think that's where we fought the Supreme Commander. We also, and then that's where I got stabbed. I got knocked out. Slept for mad days. We're in the 20s. Also, while this is all happening, notice there's no... Who's not here? Shoma doesn't like us. Yugamu doesn't like us. Tako Ima. And who else, chat? It's 5. Tako Ima, Shoma, Tako Ima, Shoma, Garumi, and one more. Shoma's sus. Very interesting. No murders occurred when I was sleeping, which reinforced the proof that the non-fighters believed I was the murderer. Yep. Yeah, they thought I killed Gaku and Saray, even though I saved Saray first. Good night, Color. A lot of... Yeah. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Bastionist is the name of the commander. I think here's pretty much dead. Yeah, we wiped it. Yeah, so
All right, let's get started.
Let's do this.
What else?
I'm prepped and ready.
Bum, bum.
Here we go.
Yo, what up, Black Bolt? Shoma ima kako darumi. Oh, I thought there was 5. Okay.
My turn. Out of my way. Time to move. My turn. Ready whenever. I'll chop you to pieces. How unsatisfied. All right.
Oh, Takamaru was
Let's
the
get
5th.
started.
Okay. Heard.
Good to go.
Getsuga potential.
One last strike.
Getsuga Tensho! I could have slashed first. Yeah, I could have slashed those guys right in front of me.
Whenever you're ready.
Time to move.
I'm taking the wheel.
Bring it on.
Moko Dynamite.
Smash! Tag me in. Boom! Bring it on. Smash!
Moko.
Just bring that boom!
And if she gets hit, chat,
Pulverize him!
if she gets hit, she
I'm good
can.
to go.
If she gets hit, she can. What's the call
Now
it?
then, to business.
Sorry.
I'm prepped and ready. I've got you.
Burst.
Ready when you are. Good to go.
Ready whenever. Time to move.
Unlucky, we're too far.
Take this.
I mean, whatever. They're bums anyway. I don't care. Whatever, bums, come here and give me one damage. Yeah. Yada yada dazi.
Time for battle. Out of my way.
You're a
Time
bum.
to move. Take this.
Next turn. Let's go to phase 2, chat.
Has
Yeah, I'm
your
doing good,
lust
but
for
I'm doing
blood
good,
and
Black
battle
Vulch.
been satisfied,
How you doing,
my
brother?
Holy Jumanji sword?
So much voice acting in the second playthrough.
No, I need a lot more than this. Give me more blood. More. Huh, I didn't know the Holy Jumanji sword talked like that. I'm more concerned about where the commander is.
They couldn't have only sent those minions. The
I agree,
commander
Coles.
must be lurking somewhere.
Oh no. This sucks. Here we go again. So we gotta destroy those machines so we can't see anything.
What is all the smoke?
Smoke? Or maybe poison gas?
It's just mist, guys. M-I-S-T.
Fine water droplets floating in the air that's harmless to the human body.
Crazy. Alright.
Wait, I remember this mist. The person hiding behind it should be...
Here we go. Well, I believe in Hiroko, hopefully. It's annoying.
Make way!
Ready whenever. Right here.
Here we go. Time to use it.
Leave it to me.
So would it give everybody armor?
Let us begin.
Ready when you are. Just a quick drop off.
Let me wait. Okay.
Predicament.
Ready when you are. Here we go. Let's go. This should do it.
Should have done Hiroko instead.
Here. I've got this.
It's fine.
Let's do this. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Do I want to just do that?
Let's go. Time to use it. Let's do this.
It's fine.
Take that. I've got this. Yeah.
Wait, it's flying, right?
My turn. Yeah.
Here we go. Oh yeah, beautiful game. What day is this? Day 21, second clicker.
The mist is gone. I can see everything clearly now.
The rain is gone.
Look over there. Is that?
Yes. That's the commander for this battle.
Here we go.
Mayday. The second playthrough is so much fire. It's like, I actually think, I know that was improper English, but what I meant to say is, it's just so much better to me. It truly is. Like, it's so much better. Like, the first one is fine because it eased me into the game. Second one, so much voice acting. Things move a lot quicker. It's just
My turn.
stupid good. It's stupid good.
Put this to good use. Time to move.
I was like, bruh, this is a massive improvement.
Right here.
Like, I feel like we were playing, we were barely,
I'm good whenever.
I feel like we were just basically playing the tutorial, you know?
This should slow them down.
Time for me to move. This'll do.
Let's give it to him. Heads up. Full
Wave
throttle.
3, right? Yeah.
Setting it up. Let's give it to him. Heads up. All in ass.
I know that's where the gym's at, so
I'm good to go.
I'm going ham.
I'll just put this
Because I feel like the enemies could show up so much faster here. Here, I don't mind. Like, I'm fairly confident.
Time for battle.
In our
Ready
ability.
whenever.
No? Does this mean there are people there? I gotta wait. Let's wait. I actually enjoyed the first playthrough, but I totally understand. I didn't really feel like I had any blatant gripes. Like, I will say that I think Darumi's gimmick or Darumi's
My turn.
forcing of certain jokes, you know, after a while I kind of was like, whatever.
To business. I'll chop you to pieces. All right. Let's die.
I was like, this is just her gimmick.
Time to move.
I wasn't too, you know,
I'll put this to good use. My turn.
but I get it. I think it could be.
Time for battle. How's this?
I think it could be. I could totally understand how annoying it could be, though. That's what I wanted to say.
Good to go.
I get it. I get it.
One last strike.
Let's go.
Take care of the rest.
Take care, man.
Time for action. I'll help.
He said, what a drag, man.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I felt the word drag poisonally,
I'm taking the wheel.
but I could respect the, you know, the feedback. Who knows? Maybe it's because I'm streaming it, so I have a different experience, right? Since I'm streaming, my experience is so much different than everybody else's.
Say when.
You know? Like for me, I got like voice acting with the chat, like, you know, all that shit. So I know my experience is different.
Good to go. Take that! Oh, ready when you are. There! I've got this.
Is that actually
My turn.
the rest is a 9?
Let's go.
Hey,
All right.
who said hey?
It's my turn. Loco wins again.
Said it might not have been
Say
peak
when.
in the beginning.
Take that!
I feel like whatever I experience, I guess, is synonymous with when people mention how they'll watch an anime like Hunter x Hunter, and they'll say like the first, because I was told
All good.
Thanks.
the first
I've got this.
Time for action. I'll help. I appreciate it.
My turn.
I was told that the first
Locked and loaded.
whatchamacallit
Ready when you
of
are.
Hunter x Hunter.
My turn. Time to use it. Let's go. Good to go. Here we go. Let's go. Say when.
But anyway, I was told that the first X amount of
One last
I was told that the first X amount of episodes of Hunter x Hunter aren't peak, but then afterwards it gets really peak. But yeah, so I don't know if that was like the same experience that some people had, right? Don't worry, Danny. It's called learning how to. It's called guessing and checking. I know I'm not playing
Leave it to me.
the same way you were playing. I understand. I'm sorry. But yeah,
2 arms.
kind of just like chilling and yapping with the chat. But yeah, the first arc of Hunter x Hunter is considered one of the best arcs. Only one arc is good. Season of One Piece was the best animation.
I can't wait.
I can't wait, man.
Time for me to move.
4. Jesus. Boy's
I can't
actually
wait.
hurting the thingy. Fuck this. He's hurting the machine.
Onward.
We could get rid of these guys next to
Rev it
him.
up.
And I got 2 arms in.
Let us begin.
41.
Onward.
Susano. 37.
2 arms. This should hinder them. Let us begin.
7. 36.
Leave it to me.
36. Same thing. So I could let somebody else, I guess, rock.
2 arms.
I will take a risk. Nah. Just going ham.
Let's freaking go! Eat my dust!
Eat my shorts.
That's what
Eat my dust shorts.
Let's get to the killing.
Let's killing to the get.
Leave it to me.
Oh, look at this. We could save this one.
I'm taking the wheel.
I don't want one of the homies to go absolutely nuts. Oh, which homie would that be? This one? This one?
Time for me to move. I can't wait.
Consume voltage. And the game isn't too hard regardless. I got into the point where I could clear final waves up first and took me full voltage. Yep. I didn't. I'm just like yapping while I'm playing.
I'm good to go.
Just yapping. Yeah, I mean, there have been times where I one-turn stuff, and there's times where I jumped over to an enemy and stabbed the shit out of them, and like I just spring jumped over. I was just having a casual conversation because the enemy didn't really feel like he was that big of a deal. That's all. I'm just not speed running.
I was careless.
Jesus. Here we go. Wait. 5 damage? 6 damage.
Die here.
All right, let's go.
It's just a scratch.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of just like, I was just talking to chat while playing because I didn't feel pressed. That's all.
I can't wait.
Anyways,
Ready as I'll ever be. I'm prepped and ready.
gee, what a song.
I got this. I got you. I'm good to go.
Agility,
Time for action.
we're out.
I'm prepped and ready.
Frick! I'm mad I can't
Ready
rescue
as I'll
bullet.
ever be.
I'm like so out of range. Oh, I'm there.
All good.
Thanks.
Thank the stars.
Let's go. This should do it. I've got this.
One last strike!
3.
And good to go.
Before we spend it, let's make sure she... Oh, she doesn't have to heal it any further. We're good. Oh, yeah.
Locked and loaded. I'll help.
Anyway.
Ready when you are.
I don't even remember what I was talking about because I got distracted by the comment. I mean, we got it. It's fine. No big deal. What was I talking about?
I've returned.
We got it. You. Let's see.
Whew. Victory is ours this time.
Yeah, I still enjoy the gameplay. I find it fun to try to manage, but we'll see how I feel once I get through. I think it's a nice change of pace, but we'll see.
What
You
are we
played
gonna
longer
do
than I
with
did.
her?
Hmm. Everyone turns to look at the commander.
Please, don't kill me. My name is Ava, the paragon of nature.
Ava.
Ava?
I don't know why, but I felt like I heard that name before. Huh?
Please, spare me, for the love of God.
No. Ava brought her hand up to a mask. Is it the girl, the prisoner? Prisoner. And then a swift, smooth movement. Took it off. Prisoner. Mm-hmm.
The same as Vashnas.
She looks just like a human.
Prisoner.
No need to pay her appearance any mind.
Prisoner, bro.
What? Why?
Because she is to be executed.
No. Spare me. Please. Please don't kill me. I'll be useful. I can give you lots of intel. I'll give you anything. Just please, spare me.
So the lady insists. Any thoughts?
A dramatic bluff if I have ever seen one. Any intel she provides is bound to be full of fabrications.
No, I would never. I only speak the truth.
Okay.
I think we should kill her too.
Jesus.
Why?
Surely you understand why we would hesitate to trust the words of the enemy.
Let her live.
You'll say something sweet to suck up to us, and then turn around and betray us the first chance you get.
You're all being so awful. Why won't anyone believe me?
Ava kept pleading with us, her face filled with woeful expression. Hideko glanced at us scornfully before speaking up again.
You're the leader, so you decide.
Everyone turned to look at me, waiting for my reply. That moment, I could suddenly feel extra eyes on me. I traced the source of the sensation to the rooftop, where I could see the four of the members, Daromi, Shoma, Ima, and Kako. Killing Eva now would make them even more wary of me. After all, their suspicions were rooted in the fact that I killed Eito. If I did the same thing now, that would undoubtedly cement the image of me as a heartless killer in their minds. I wanted to avoid giving them that impression, no? To be honest, even if those four hadn't been watching.
Please, I beg of you.
I don't want to kill her.
Don't kill me.
I don't want to kill her.
Don't kill me.
I could never kill someone so earnestly pleading for her life. It just wasn't right. I felt ashamed for even allowing myself to consider deciding the fate of another person through calculating what would benefit me the most. So I looked into the eyes of everyone present and said,
Let Ava live. We'll imprison her here and interrogate her later.
You gotta be shitting me.
You truly believe that to be the best path?
Yes,
no
I
decision.
think you will regret this.
I won't. Because I'll hold myself fully responsible for making it work.
Very well. Our leader has spoken.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Leader, your name is Takumi, if I remember correctly. I can't thank you enough for this. From the bottom of my heart.
Ava was choking on her words and bawling her eyes out. The next instant, an intense pain spread through my back. Forcing myself to join the battle when I hadn't fully healed, I had reopened the wound. The sharp pain shot up my spine. Fuck. I crumpled to the ground, unable to exert any strength at all. A hazy veil hung over my head, blocking me from making out what the others around me were saying. I slowly slipped into sweet, silent serenity. We did it. So, I think another thing I wanted to get across as to why I really enjoyed, what made me really enjoy this playthrough in comparison to the second one, what I personally felt was a drag was dealing with having to get all the party members on board. But I get it. I get it. That was actually having to do the whole persuasion and all that. I was like, bruh, these guys, I was more annoyed at that. Especially because it didn't really feel like there was a
ready for your
penalty for messing up.
of active service here at
Like if I messed up, I still could get them anyway, you know?
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable.
That was one of the things that I was like, man.
Future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved
Don't
school
all
from the
time you spent with Eito just for him to be a villain. Don't all the time? I think you missed a word. I woke up to the familiar sight of Nozomi sitting right in front of me. This time she noticed right away that I was awake and... leapt to her feet with an ear-piercing scream. She scuttled frantically around the room even longer than last time before finally coming to a stop. Oh, forget. And then she stood there in a daze. I watched the entire scene play out before sitting up. Why are you surprised? Did this exact same thing happen before? Spent time with Tsubasa? How about Nozomi? You were out for 13 days the last time. Yeah, it was all set up. It's only been a little more than 2 days this time. Can you blame me? That means today is day 24. What time? Well, I guess I don't need to ask. The morning announcement just played. Nozomi nodded. Are you feeling better? I'm fine. Stop putting on an act, okay? Remember what happened during the last offensive battle? I do. As long as I don't force myself to fight like that day, I'll be fine. See? Really? Yeah, it's a long setup. Yeah. Despite my confident reply, Nozomi still seemed unconvinced. By the way, what happened to Ava after I passed out? Well, she refused to tell us anything. What? But she promised to give us intel if we spared her life. We reminded her about that promise as well, but then she said, I'm not going to tell you anything because the offer to share intel was made to Takumi, your team leader, not you. Oh. Yep, true. And that's why she's refusing to say anything until you can go talk to her, I guess. Damn it, what's she trying to pull? It's canon for my character to like her. Nozomi and I headed to the cafeteria together, where the other 7 who had fought in the battle 3 days ago were gathered. When they saw me, there was a lot of shouting, squealing, cheering, and happy noises as they congratulated me on my recovery, although it felt a little more subdued than their reactions 3 days ago. And again, I did wake up from a 13-day coma that time. Still, the celebration went on for quite a while. I ate my first meal, liquids only for now, in a long time, while being surrounded by their warm and welcoming voices. Then I went back to my room for a break. Now then, free time? I miss free time. Shit. There was really no question on what I was going to do next. I have to find out who Gaku's real killer is. I didn't believe the real killer was one of us. That meant I had to find a way to prove that the killer was someone from outside the school. In any case, if I could prove my innocence, I could regain the trust of the 4 holdouts, and they would join the future battles. Guess I should start investigating. No more free time, huh? I decided it was time to pay everyone a visit and ask questions. I will say the only thing I freaking don't like about this second playthrough is the lack of free time. Please let me dump my BP. I'm so ready. Damn, man. But I get it. Shit's moving so fast now. Oh, man. He said it's route specifics. Sheesh. Flat. Wait, what? Kurata and Kyoshika, what are you two doing here? So this is where the Gaku person was killed? It was weighing on our minds, and so we came. Everyone here is such a dimwit that it's highly likely they missed a vital piece of evidence or two. Well, so you're here for the same reason I am? Are you investigating the case as well, Sir Takumi? Yeah, do you want to help me out since you're already here? I want to re-examine the scene of the crime. We searched the room together but found nothing of note. Did you investigate this place immediately after the murder took place? Yes, before we cleaned Gaku's blood off the floor, but we didn't find any clues that would bring us closer to the identity of the killer then either. No free time. How about the murder weapon? Never. Despite our best efforts, we haven't found it yet. Not in this classroom or anywhere else on school grounds. What about the threatening note scribbled on the digital blackboard? Was it erased? Yeah, it was making us uneasy, so... That was a stupid thing to do. We could have used the handwriting to pinpoint the killer. We weren't wrong. By the way, there's something I need to ask you. Ask them what they were doing between the night of day 4 and the morning of day 5. Wait, are you suspicious of us? Not really, it's just I was sleeping in my room at second to last Defense Academy, of course. As was I in my own room, that is. I cannot believe we're on your list of suspects. Look at me, I am the very epitome of innocence. Hey, what's with that look? I mean, have you seen yourself? More like the epitome of I've got something to hide. You're talking about my mask, right? Are you telling me to take it off? No, absolutely not. This mask stays on no matter what. Anybody? Right before she finished her sentence, Yoshika snatched her mask away, revealing Kodata's face. She held the mask up high before throwing it onto the ceiling catwalk. My mask is gone. My mask. Where did you hide it? Kodata kept looking around in a panic. It didn't seem like she noticed Kyoshika had thrown the mask away. That didn't really matter. What did matter was her exposed face. It's Kodata. Why? Oh no, I was just thinking how you look the same in the other timeline too. Why would I look different? This is the face I was born with. I know what you're trying to say. This face is too cute to be natural, right? But I swear I never did anything to it. Why, who cares about that? Where's my mask? I feel naked without it. Don't look at me. I believe I saw Sir Takemaru taking your mask somewhere. That bonehead, give me my mask back to me. Takemaru. She dashed out of the classroom, shrieking away. My, her actions are as adorable as her looks. We had to let her run around like that for a while. Yoshika disappeared after saying that. Now alone in the classroom, I doubted I'd learn anything new by sticking around. I guess I should go too. Alrighty. Oh shit. There's a lot of action on the second floor. Oh. Yeah. Tsubasa I get, but what are you doing here, Takemaru? Because she said she found something cool. Duh. What is it? There's a box of junk inside this garage. I rummaged through it and found this. What's that? It's a voice changer. See that patch thing on the tip of the table? Stick it to your throat and you can use it to freely change your voice to anything you like. You can make it go higher, lower, or smooth as butter. Also, if you have a sample voice recording that's long enough, you can make yourself talk with that voice too. Isn't it cool? Sure, but what is it even doing here? I wouldn't know. This is very, very interesting, chat. Let's keep watching. Maybe whoever used this place last left it behind. Would that be? How the heck would I know? What are you doing here, Takumi? All right. I told him while I was here. Investigating Gaku's murder, huh? I think you're looking in the wrong place. We don't have anything new to share. I mean, that voice change is pretty important. We were all fast asleep in our rooms when he died. Couldn't have possibly seen or heard anything or anyone suspicious. Any personal guesses, like, do you know if anyone had a grudge against Gaku? They turned and looked at each other. Takumi, are you thinking one of us is the killer? No, that's not it. I already told you. Culprit is an outsider who already escaped outside of the wall of fire after killing Gaku. Yeah, that's what I think too. I don't want to be suspicious of anyone anymore. Ain't gonna make that mistake again. He was probably referring to the time he suspected I was the killer. Okay, thanks for sharing your thoughts with me. After saying that, I turned to leave. All right, let's get out of here. Very interesting. So we got a voice changer. You could change the pitch of your voice. You could make it smooth or whatever. Got it. Ooh. Okay. Yikes. Hirokun Yugamo? What are you guys doing here? Nothing questionable. I just always feel calmer next to dead bodies. That is extremely questionable if you ask me. I do not know why, but I just found myself wanting to come here. The normal people find themselves wanting to come to a morgue. It's a lot less questionable than coming to a morgue. Than coming to the morgue to feel calmer next to dead bodies. Even I can agree with that. Gama put his hand over his mouth and giggled. What about you? I told him I was investigating Gaku's murder case. I see. So you're here to re-examine the corpse. I thought there's anything new to discover. Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt that I started investigating Gaku's dead body again. I didn't make any new discoveries, just like you said. What was the cause of death? Hemorrhagic shock. How about the murder weapon? A foot-long blade. Shape of the wounds seem to indicate a kitchen knife of sorts. Have you found the knife? Not yet. Wait a minute. Why is Yugamo suddenly acting all detective-like? I'm just curious. Don't mind me. Let me see. You already told us the estimated time of death when we were at second to last Defense Academy. Yes, between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5. Before you ask, I was sleeping in my room at the time. What about you, Yugamu? What? What were you doing between the night of day 4 and the morning of day 5? Is that relevant to the case? I'm just trying to cover all the bases. Please. Needless to say, I was in my room at second to last Defense Academy during that period of time. Or perhaps I should say I was in dreamland, for I was sleeping like the dead. All right. What do you ask? Because... Are you hesitating to say it out loud? Then I'll do so on your behalf. Because you're an assassin, Yugamu. Yes, that is certainly a reason to be suspicious. However, I am much chagrined. I do not revel in meaningless murder. Indiscriminate killing goes against my personal code. There's always a possibility that Gaku was someone special to you. Impossible. I've never met this Gaku when he was alive. Of course, I have no evidence to back that statement up. All I can do is plead for you to believe my words. I trust you. I didn't hesitate to answer because I had seen Yugamu and Gaku's relationship in the previous timeline. There was just no way they had met each other before this. The statement about not killing meaninglessly was quite possibly true as well. In the previous timeline, Yugamu never killed any of his allies and never showed any indication that he wanted to. Your trust in me is heartening. He smiled a little as he said that. Well, I guess I'm done here. For listening to me. After thanking him, I turned around and left. Bye-bye. Hopefully talking to her doesn't ruin my investigation. How come you regained consciousness? Yeah, though battling you was what caused me to faint in the first place. Sorry about that. You actually apologizing to me? Why wouldn't I? You saved my life. I heard you were really standoffish to the others. That wasn't my intention. I merely said I wouldn't be sharing any information if Takumi wasn't here. It was pointless asking Ava for information about Gaku's murder in case. So I asked for information about the enemy instead. I'm here now. Tell me everything useful you know. Useful? Yeah, like the enemy's HQ location, invader types, number of troops, your war strategy. At that, Eva's face suddenly clouded over. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a little unwell. Feigning illness now? Give me a break. I'm not feigning. It's true. That wasn't what you promised. I came here alone like you asked, okay? Alone? Does it look like there's anyone else with me? No, that's not what I was wondering about. It's just, I never asked you to come alone. All I said was I would talk once Takumi was here. What do you mean? Whatever it is, I do not think I'm able to talk. Please leave me for now. Ava was clearly feigning illness, but there was nothing I could do to make her talk. The prison cell was locked. I won't be able to go inside without the key. It's not like I can force her to spit out the information I wanted, even if I could. This is ridiculous. I cursed and kicked a pebble as I left the courtyard. Yeah. Oh no, the last squad. We'll go to the last squad last. Hey guys, what are you doing here? Listening to the calming sound of running water and trying to make ourselves as comfortable as possible. Comfortable, huh? What about you? Oh, actually, I told him I was investigating Gaku's murder case. Well, that's got nothing to do with us, right? That Maruko kid was killed here between 1 and 4 a.m. on day 5. Both of us were at number 2 that day. Oh, just in case, number 2 as in second to last Defense Academy. Whole thing's too long to keep repeating, so I shortened it. We've also taken to calling this place number 1. Although its official name is the Last Defense Academy, turning it to last sounded strange. So we settled on number 1 instead. Got it, thanks for explaining. Hey, are you suspecting us? Of course not. Actually, it's not completely impossible for one of us from 2 to have done it. What? Any of us could have used a school bus to travel to and from here overnight. Oh, now that you mention it. Bedtime is at 11 p.m. Someone could have set off at midnight after everyone else had fallen asleep. If they had pushed the bus to its limits, it would have taken about 3 hours to get here. But in their time of arrival, at around 3 a.m., if they took only 30 minutes to finish the job, they could have left 1 by 3:30 a.m. and returned to 2 at 6:30 a.m. just before the morning announcements at 7 a.m. Also, someone from 2 coming here would have triggered the wall of fire's intruder alert. That's and you're telling me this as members of 2 yourselves? I'm sorry for shooting my mouth off like that. It's just, the incident doesn't quite feel as real to me because I never met the victim. Just in case, I asked them what they were doing between 11 p.m. on day 4 and 7 a.m. on day 5. And as I had expected, the answers were the same. I was sleeping like a log in my room. Me too. All right, boys. Last one. This is going to be crazy. What are you guys doing here? At my question, the 4 of them tensed up and looked at each other. Nothing in particular. We were just bored, that's all. There are lots of things we can use to relieve our boredom here. After hearing their reply, I informed them that I was investigating Gaku's murder case. They were taken aback. What? Are you out of your mind? Gaku was killed in the early morning on day 5. Almost 20 days have passed since then. Why now? Because you guys said you wouldn't trust me until I sniffed out the real culprit. Remember? Does that mean you're suspicious of us? I didn't say that. It's actually much better if I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're all innocent. The more people we can confirm are innocent, the sooner we can prove that the killer had never been one of us to begin with. Right? I see your point, but I'm afraid that'll be difficult to accomplish. Why? Nobody from Group 1 has a verifiable alibi. Oh, Group 1 as in the original members of the LDA Special Defense Unit. Whereas Group 2, the first set of 5 members of the second to last Defense Academy. Well, wait, Sister Dears, but you and I have ironclad alibis. Because we're sleeping together in the same room, that doesn't hold any water from an objective point of view. It is just as Hiroko said. The testimony of a sibling doesn't count. Miss Amemiya, you're distrustful of us too? Oh, he said that. You're jumping the gun here. What if we looked at possible motives? Motives? Like, is there anyone among you who had something against Gaku? Takumi, are you really expecting someone to say yes to a question like that? Besides, as Mr. Genzaki mentioned just now, Mr. Monaco was killed in the early morning on day 5. At that point, we only known each other for 4 days. Hardly enough time to develop a grudge deep enough for to stab someone that many times over. And that's the truth. Yeah, I guess. That's why I believe there's no point trying to solve this case by looking at motives. That murder was carried out by a lunatic. That's the only way for it to make any sense. Which means the prime suspect would be the craziest lunatic of us all. The man, the myth, the meme himself. Alchemy. Why me? Because you killed Mr. Otsuki so easily, just like that. And without any proof. How many times do I have to explain? He betrayed us in another future. And that's why, would you say that to the police? Would that even hold up in a court of law? I killed him to stop him from carrying out a crime in the future. Does that sound like a good defense to you? It was the same old argument that wasn't worth repeating, so I didn't bother continuing. I sighed deeply, shook my head, and left. I finished talking with everyone. Sadly, I didn't manage to unearth anything new. While nobody in number 1 had an alibi, they didn't have a motive either. Nothing's changed about this. But the 5 new members from 2, I've realized that any one of them could have been the culprit. They could have taken a school bus to and from number 1 and 2 overnight. They could also enter without triggering the alarm. All this investigation had done was throw more names into the suspect list. Maybe because it's a new timeline, Shoma's more confident, but we'll keep a lookout on things. The murder weapon was still missing and the killer left no trace at the scene of the crime. In short, there are 0 clues to go on. How do I even continue the investigation like this? I will admit, Shoma's so confidently providing a lot of information. I am keeping note of it and seeing what's going to happen. But yeah, we basically don't have much except, you know, we're just kind of shooting in the dark, sadly. All we're going off of is, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as an actual detective, other than behavioral patterns, as an actual detective, we don't really have any evidence. All we have is, in the past timeline, Shoma used to be a super self-deprecating character. When we started off, he was like that. And now he's like, ever since the situation where everybody started sussing me as the unlawful murderer of Eito, that's when he started actually showing more confidence, right? Like around there, I felt like that's when, yeah. And also, someone died. Being accused of murder is very heavy. Yep. I think it's, give me a second. Let me turn on my heater. I don't have to use the bathroom. I just have to, my feet are getting cold. Don't tell me I might have actually a bathroom using sensation coming upon me. Very light, but I feel like it's gonna happen. Let's go to bed. Side and collapse to bed. All right, sleep. We should go. Good night, jammers. Yeah, I might unfortunately pass out before the woo event because if my voice goes out, I'm just gonna. The moment I feel like a pebble in my throat, I'm calling it just so that we could come on. We could like have a stronger stream the next day. Yeah, there's a woo program. The day drew close to the day drew to a close and night slowly took over.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to
Well,
hit
good
the
night.
hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can.
Will do.
Well then.
Good night.
Good night.
Mm-hmm. It's time, y'all. Sarah's carefree voice faded away into the darkness, only to slowly be taken over by cold silence. Okay. It was in that silence I found myself heading to a certain place. The courtyard. Why? Is that where the prison is? Yeah, that's the courtyard. Okay. Where Ava was being held. I went closer to her cage and stopped just in front of her. Look at me, is something wrong? You look very tired. I'm not. You're just imagining things. Well, then why are you here? When Shoma was bringing food to me, he told me about Gaku. He also shared a lot of other things with me. I'm aware of your current predicament. You mustn't lie to yourself, Takumi. What? The truth is, you think the killer is among the 12 of you, right? No, I don't. Please, you can be honest with me. I won't tell anyone. I'm the only one you can remove as a suspect because I only arrived here 3 days ago. It's literally impossible for me to have killed Gaku. If I had managed to slip in somehow without triggering the alarm, I wouldn't have stopped at Gaku. In short, I'm the only one in this school they can trust right now. You've come here because deep inside, you know that too. Am I wrong? Yeah, she was in the previous timeline as well. She was an enemy that we fought, got as prisoner, and then there was one instance where she, the prisoner, and Ima got like taken out of the school, and like I think she escaped, and Ima was gone with her. I think she took Ima with her or something. But then we learned that Ato was trying to kill both Ima and her, and Ato only was able to absorb her cryptoglobin, and her body turned into a mummified corpse. Yep. You may be right. Yeah, you saw. The words spilled out of my mouth before I could stop myself. I couldn't even be sure if I had meant what I said. You and I are the same, Takumi. I don't trust any allies either. Especially not Vesh. Was that? That battle 3 days ago, she was supposed to send reinforcements for me. But they never came. She was using me as bait. Do you hear that? Bait? She nodded and continued talking. She should have seen me being caught from where she was located. She didn't do anything because that was her plan all along. Wait a minute. I thought Veshness was dead. This is what everyone seems to believe. But is it really true? I am of the opinion she's still alive somewhere out there. How come? Here's the straight truth. There's a bomb inside my body. The detonator is on a joint on my left hand pinky finger. Moving it in a particular motion triggers an explosion. Anyone standing within a 25-yard radius at that time will be blown to smithereens. Please relax. I don't intend on going through with it. If I did, I'd have done it a long time ago. Anyway, Veshness ordered me to do this. If you get caught, blow yourself up in front of everyone in the Special Defense Unit. I was not to humiliate myself by becoming a prisoner of war. But you didn't do that. The orders were to detonate in front of everyone. I was to blow up every single member of the Special Defense Unit. I didn't detonate the bomb when you approached me because the other 4 members were on the rooftop. I get it now. That's why you wouldn't offer any intel until I came. But you came alone, which defeated the purpose of the request. You were all supposed to come together. That was Veshness's plan, huh? Yes, to allow you to capture me before detonating, taking out everyone in one fell swoop. That's why she didn't send reinforcements. Ava clenched her jaw and lowered her head, her eyes brimming with tears. Okay, I understand the situation better now, but why are you sharing this top secret plan with me? Yards? Yes. I wasn't lying when I said I was feeling unwell this afternoon. It was bothering me that much. I had to choose between lying to you and eventually killing everyone here, or telling you the truth and joining your side. The weight of that decision made me feel so ill. But in the end, you decided to side with me. Yes, because I could never betray someone who saved my life. One more thing, your eyes. When I look into them, I sense something familiar. Something familiar? Solitude, it dwells within you. Those lonely eyes were what drew my heart to you. The words weighed heavily on me. Felt like something I was trying desperately to keep hidden had been forcefully exposed. Yet, instead of panicking, I felt a strange sense of relief deep inside. I may have been unknowingly putting a barrier between myself and the others because of my suspicions. It truly felt like Ava was the only one I could open up to, because she was the only one I could say with absolute certainty didn't kill Gotham. By the way, aren't you going to ask me about our army? Nah, I'm not in the mood for that right now. I probably wouldn't remember anything anyway. But may I ask for a favor? Go on. Please, return my mask to me. Your mask? The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. My people highly value our masks. We consider them as part of us. Without it, I feel exposed. Find your mask, right? Yes, thank you so much. After leaving Ava, I went back to my room. I had mixed feelings about our conversation. A chaotic mix of slight relief, intense guilt, and great confusion. Ah! With a loud cry, I jumped into bed and resigned myself to a sleepless night ahead. I think when they have their helmet on, they also do this thing where they, you know, cross their thumb across their neck. They run yeah.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 25th
the hand gesture.
day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and
Cryptoglobin.
suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Cryptoglobin. After waking up to the usual morning announcement, I walked out of my room straight into Tsubasa. Morning, Takumi. Heading for breakfast? Yeah, hey, can I ask you something? What is it? Do you know what happened to Ava's mask? Ava's mask? Yeah, that thing she was wearing on the battlefield before she revealed her true face. Oh, that. It's being kept somewhere in the garage. Great, thanks. I'll go grab it later. Immediately after saying that, wait, now I could use the bathroom. Chat, before some crazy shit happens, bathroom. Also, good luck on getting Black Knight on Fire Emblem Heroes Jam. All right, let's do it. And now the moment of truth. The door to the stairwell flung open, and Kyoshka came charging over. Jeez, please don't die, anybody. She quickly ran over to us with a strained look on her face and said,
Huh?
"So something disturbing has been discovered in the classroom on the first floor."
Huh?
Something disturbing? You must come immediately. Everyone else is already on their way. Followed Tsubasa and Kyoshka to the classroom on the first floor, dashing inside upon arrival. Okay, dude. Let's play a killing game. I'm sorry, Darumi. I feel like it's too easy for it to be Darumi, though. It has to be like somebody like Shoma or some bullshit. Not again. It was a repeat of day 4. Someone had used red spray paint to write something on the digital blackboard again. The only difference was the content of the text. This time it said, "Let's play a killing game." Who found it first? It was I. Upon discovering this foul scene, I immediately set off to inform everybody of it. What were you doing here in the first place? Ah, yes. Well, I wish to retrieve Lady Kodada's mask before breakfast.
Huh?
And I've been left on a ceiling catwalk since you flung it there yesterday. Kyoshka, you shall pay for this later. Kodada was already wearing her mask. She must have retrieved it before the rest of us came running in. Who would write something like this? Isn't it obvious? It's the same bastard who wrote the last threat. The same one who killed Gaku. The font is different. Are you sure the handwriting seems different? My dear sister's sharp perception pierces through everything. So someone else wrote this? Who? Wait, could it be Ava? No, I don't think that's possible. When I delivered breakfast to her just now, her cage was properly locked. What's the key? I do. It's the only copy in existence. Also, there's a special IC chip embedded inside which makes it impossible to duplicate. We can think about the author later. What up, Soul? I'm more curious what this killing game is supposed to refer to. Which part of killing game is so hard to understand? It's a game where you kill or be killed. Oh, it still doesn't make sense. Who plays? What are the rules? Where? How? When? Why? Suddenly, Shoma raised his voice. Everybody look, there's something on the teacher's desk. This looks like a tape recorder. Watch us get framed, y'all. Because that tape recorder that we got our hands on, you could change the pitch. You could change how someone sounds. It's about to be so done for. I guess we should listen to it. I pressed play and an eerie sounding voice came out of the recorder.
The game has officially begun. Like the blackboard says, let's all play a killing game together. The name of this game is The Invader Hunt.
The message continued. Anyone willing to participate should gather in the Leisure Lounge at 7 p.m. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. That is all. With those eerie words, the voice stopped. Silence prevailed. We could have heard a pin drop. We were all frowning, although nobody said anything. The last note hadn't been a prank. Side was destroyed, and Gaku was murdered. This note could have been written by the same person. His last words especially kept echoing loudly in my mind. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. By the way, Kako, you mentioned something about the handwriting of this message being different from the last. Maybe the culprit deliberately changed it. We should keep that possibility in mind. Soon to be jumping to conclusions about two different culprits when the MO is the same. So Gaku's murder on the move again? Basically, this could be from the same person who killed Gaku. If so, we might be able to find their true identity by joining the game. But that option came with major risks. The monster who destroyed Side and slaughtered Gaku was behind it after all. Join the game despite the risks or try to keep everyone as safe as possible. Wait until 7 p.m. to decide what to do, but it didn't seem prudent to delay a decision until the last minute. We had to stay united, all of us, for that to happen. I had to clearly express my opinion on the matter first, as team leader. But what was our best option? Do we join the game or ignore it completely? I thought long and hard about what to say, and then I made my decision. brother. Actual choice. Well, that's crazy, chat. Thankfully, we could, like, you know. Here we go, y'all. Join the invader hunt. Do you want to play Danganronpa or not? Jesus. Let's see. I guess. Part of me says just do it. Wait, so after 100 days, it says good job on the tutorial. No, it doesn't say that. I think signal will be an ending. I don't know. Also, I'm not too pleased with wanting to say no, though. Because if no doesn't give an ending and I'm locked into it, then I'm like, man. You know? Then say yes, I know. I don't mean literally. I mean like the second round of the 100 days is when the actual game begins. I mean, I guess like maybe felt like that, you know. I think the first game is introductory. It takes its time, it eases you in, and then once you play the second game, it starts moving and things ramp up fast, which is fun. All right, so do I want to join? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a spider, bite a toe. If you hollers, let him go. My mother said to pick this one, and you are it. All right. Here we go.
I think I'm going to join the game.
Feeling determined, I voiced my intention to participate. Will you all join me in this invader hunt? Oh, no. Have you lost your mind, Mr. Sumino? Participating in a shady game like this would make us just like Mr. Maruko. Jumping into the fire and getting stabbed for it. You might end up getting slaughtered like Gaku. I know it could be dangerous, but I think ignoring the invitation would be even more dangerous. We have to accept despite the risk. Hey, Takumi, let's think about this rationally. Who knows what kind of monster is behind it? Anything could happen if we join some insane game like this, man. I more than understand the risks of participating, but I still want to know. I want to know who killed Gaku. I want to know what put us in this situation. I thought things would be different without Eito secretly manipulating us, but apparently I was wrong. Someone had destroyed Sire and killed Gaku all in the space of one night. Gaku's death plunged us all into paranoia. We haven't been able to come together ever since. Who could possibly be doing this? Everyone, please, I'm begging you, even if it's just this once, go along with me. Please join the game with me. I bowed my head while shouting my pleas, trying to show them how serious I was. But I didn't get the reaction I was hoping for. Sorry, Takumi, I can't. It smells like a trap to me. I'm out too. There's something so vulgar about using a game to encourage murder. A group of strangers all killing each other without any love behind it. It's no better than a hedonistic orgy. Did someone say orgy? Oh, simmer down, you stupid perv. I'm out too. The audience hates to see a team turn on each other like that. My life may be worthless, but if I die, I won't be able to see my dog Leo again. This is bad. This is really bad. At this rate, I'll be the only one playing. How do I convince everyone that this is the right move? What do I have to do before I could say anything more?
Kidding! Sign me up!
Well, what? I'm gonna play the game, obviously. I mean, duh. Obviously, a killing game's about to go down either way. Finally, the god of killing games has smiled upon me and broken the chains binding me to this pitiful, tedious life. Anyway, that's why you're all gonna join. It's mandatory. Yeah, right, I'm not fucking doing this. We can't start killing each other. We're here to fight the invaders. Excuse me, if you keep acting like such a wusses, I won't get my killing game. I need at least a double-digit player count or it's not gonna happen, and I need it to happen. I've been waiting for this my whole life. So sick of this lame tower defense game. I want us to kill each other. Do it. We're all gonna do it, right? That me vociferously urged everyone to play. But the more she insisted, the more it turned everyone off. For utter foolishness. I'm not entertaining this nonsense anymore. Disgusting. Kurata left the classroom. The others followed soon after. If you want to kill each other, do it by yourselves. I won't stand for this. Sister Dearest and I are going back to our rooms. I've always wanted to storm out in a dramatic huff like this. So cliche. In the end, the only ones left standing in the classroom were... Oh, what's wrong with them? Not playing like defies the laws of nature. Myself, Darumi, and Hideko. Hideko, are you going to play the game too? I'm shocked. Didn't think you had any interest in something like this. Don't misunderstand me. I have no interest at all in the game itself. I just want to make sure. Make sure? Hideko fell silent, refusing to elaborate. He does tend to be secretive. Well then, the three of us will meet in the leisure lounge tonight. The message said anyone willing to participate should gather in the leisure lounge at 7 p.m. Well, with so few participants, it's entirely possible the game will be canceled. And no, my long-awaited killing game is slipping through my fingers. Hideko and I went back to our rooms, leaving Darumi behind to wallow in despair. An invader hunt. I was lying in bed, contemplating this mysterious game that we were supposedly going to play. Why would whoever wrote the message invite us to join a game? What kind of game did they have planned, or was the announcement itself a trap? I was racking my brain, unable to figure out any possible intention behind all this, until suddenly... A visitor? I opened the door and came face to face with Darumi. Darumi, what's up? Hey, why aren't you saying anything? Darumi continued to stand there, not speaking as much as a single word. 1 minute passed, then 2. 3 people isn't enough. Finally, she spoke. A killing game with only 3 people? That's just not gonna work. The joy of a killing game is that there are a ton of participants, and a lot of dying. 3 people do not a massacre make. I mean, forget Royale. That's not even enough of a battle to get excited about. Totally impossible, like way impossible. She was muttering to herself, but I more or less understood her point. They're saying there's not enough people to hold a proper killing game. I've literally been saying that this whole time.
Hey!
Really, I didn't notice. I got the feeling this announcement only exacerbated Darumi's emotional instability. Normies always do this. They're like so happy to do an athletic meet or a talent show or whatever. But if you suggest a killing game, they're like, ew, no way. It's probably because they don't want to die. I just heard I'm not going to get my killing game. Can't have that. If it gets canceled, it's so over. Yeah. Oh, you have to help Tarakumi. Tell them how important this is and convince them to play. Are you kidding? There's no way they listen to me. Even just now, they barely paid attention to what I had to say. It'll be fine. Just stand in their doorways and keep putting on that peer pressure. They'll cave eventually. You mean like what you're doing to me now? I might be dumb and useless, but even I can handle staging a sit-in. I mean, I did stick around my parents' house for basically my entire life without ever running away, no matter how much my brother and daddy yelled at me to leave. So I guess that was mostly because I didn't have anywhere else to go. What do I even say to that? Okay, you'll be in charge of convincing Takamaru, Shoma, and the twin. Your job is to flip them to willing players before we're supposed to meet. You have to get them to play, no matter what. God. Darumi stormed away without giving me a chance to object. And why is she so pushy? But now that she's asked, I just can't do nothing. I don't want the game to get canceled either, so I guess I should try to encourage everybody to join. I'm supposed to persuade Takemaru, Shoma, Ima, and Kako, huh? Of the 4, Takemaru seems the most likely to hear me out. He looks like a hard ass, but at his core, he's genuine and kind. He might be willing to listen if he sees that I feel strongly about this. Okay, first one I'm going to try to convince is Takemaru. That settles that. I have to think of a way to get him to join. He's probably against it because he's aware of what might happen. His concerns are valid. The monster who slaughtered Gaku is behind this after all. Get why he'd want to avoid a confrontation, but if we don't participate, we may never find out who's really behind all this. We can't let that happen. I want to catch whoever killed our friend, no matter what it takes. Gaku might have been a careless, sneaky goofball, but he was one of our own. He didn't deserve to die. I'll never forget whoever killed him. I'm going to find him, and I know Takemaru feels the same. Maybe I should get him to remember how he felt when Gaku was murdered. How do I do that? How do I get Takemaru fight up again? How do you reignite the rage in someone's heart? No point in trying to figure this out on my own. I should ask around and see if anyone has any ideas. Oh, okay, so we're going to pick everyone's brain again. Okay. All right, well, let's go to my favorite character, Shoma. Shoma. Nice music, huh? Man, this is crazy, chat. We're actually dangening. Here he goes. Sheem, what up? What up, bro? Sheem and Ro, how y'all doing? How to get Takamaru fight up, you ask? Takumi, you asking the wrong person. My IQ is so low, it's a negative number. I couldn't possibly know. Can you stop the self-deprecation for a second and really think about it? What gets him worked up? Sorry, I have no idea. I'm scared to think about anything. The invader hunt is all I can think about. They want us to kill each other. So much completely terrified. Pointless trying to question him any further. Good luck. Good luck, Shimar. Good luck, brother. Just gotta keep on searching until you find it. You wish to know how to ignite the fire in Takamaru's heart? I recommend giving him stickers. Stickers? A while back, I was messing around and put a cute character sticker on Sir Takamaru's custom biker jacket. He was completely overcome with rage. The fuck you think you're doing to my jacket? That's a window to my soul. If you ever transition, you better damn well call me so I can kick your ass, man to man. That's exactly what he screamed at. Hard to describe his countenance said that he looked like an angry temple spirit or an active volcano. So indeed, a sticker will set him ablaze. I don't think it had anything to do with the sticker. I think he just got mad you messed with his clothes. This doesn't seem like it's going to be useful, but I'll try to remember it anyway. Takamaru was very serious about his biker outfit. Noted. You got it, Shimar. I believe in you, man. How to get Takamaru fired up for wrestling obs. When you're locked in tight and exchanging pure soul energy with another fighter, your heart will be on fire. Come and experience it for yourself, Takumi. I'll spar with you right now. Sorry, Moko, but now it's not too much of a wuss to put your butt on the line and fight. Well, yeah. Man, I picked the wrong person to ask. Moving right along. Yeah, Twitch VODs are just so rough to search through, bro. You know? You literally just have to keep scrolling and reading the title, read the title until you find what you're looking for. And plus, it's been a little while since I played Frontiers. The one time I played Frontiers recently was like me playing the DLC where I got to do Amy's stage. Other than that, it's been a long time. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't even remember the day. So tell me, did you bring it? Bring what? My mask. You promised me yesterday. That's right. She asked me to give her mask back to her yesterday. Sorry, Ava. I just don't have the time for that right now. No, I've been waiting for so long. Takamaru, you're going to break your promise to me? You're mocking me because you know I'm a helpless prisoner. Just a helpless prisoner. Calm down. I'll be sure to bring it when I'm done. Just wait a bit longer, please. You promise you really will? If you don't, I'll break down crying. He incessantly confirmed again and again that I would actually bring it. That mask must be incredibly important to her. Yeah, man. Twitch VODs are just rough. Sugabo, what are you doing here? I came here to chat with that Ato Atsuki guy. I'm terribly intrigued by him. That is a dead body. Corpses are surprisingly articulate. You can learn so much by looking at them. And at the moment I laid eyes on his body, he was a brilliant assassin in his own right. Oh, I would give anything to have met him while he was still alive. Crazy, dude. Suddenly, what are you doing here? Can you tell? I'm pretending to be a corpse. Yeah. A corpse. If we're gonna play a killing game, then all of the useless nobodies like me are probably gonna die first. So I thought I'd better practice being dead. That way, I'll be a cool corpse when the time comes. I see. Good luck with that. You should look at Gaku's body in practice too. He's a perfect example of how we're all going to end up. The moment I saw Gaku's body, I had an idea. This should work. Sorry, Gaku, I'm going to have to move your sheet. I pulled down the sheet draped over Gaku's body and came face to face with his brutalized corpse. Then, I took off his jacket. It was splattered with blood and covered in countless holes. Criminals stabbed him over and over with a knife. I felt like I could feel Gaku's pain and agony just by touching his jacket. They won't get away with this. They're gonna pay. It filled my heart with a sense of duty and conviction. If I showed us to Takamaru, he'll remember how angry he was when Gaku was killed. He said, not Danganronpa, different games. This guy, this freaking guy. How to get Takamaru fired up? Isn't he always fired up? I mean, is he ever cool or composed? But don't you think he's been holding back a bit too much lately? Normally, I'd expect him to be the first to jump at the opportunity to do this invader hunt. I mean, even Takamaru has to hold back sometimes. I mean, how many of our friends have died so far? Eito, Gaku, and even Sare's just to keep up scrapping. What are Sare's remains doing here? I'm connecting what's left of him to the PC in the war room to salvage whatever data I can get. I figured if I can access his confidential information, I can learn how to fix the corpse recovery drone. And maybe I'll be able to get some information on whoever destroyed him. So you're basically doing an autopsy? Yeah, I'm sure even Saray regrets that this happened to him so suddenly. So I feel like I need to make his death mean something at the very least. But my chest clenches as I stare at Saray's remains. Never forgive who did this to him. Whoever did this to him, they have to pay. An incredible rage was coursing throughout my body. Tsubasa, do you think I could borrow him? I guess so, but what for? I'm gonna show him to Takamaru. The person who did this to Saray is more than likely the same person who murdered Gaku. Takamaru might remember his rage when he sees this. And now... Well, if it isn't the village idiot, right on cue, what is wrong with you? What's your problem all of a sudden? Why are you so angry? Obviously because you're a complete and utter moron. You know, play some killing game. You're such an educated street rat. I could puke. He's worried about you, Takumi. We're just talking and we think you're not thinking rationally. Takumi, it's not too late. You can rethink this. Oh, you have your reasons, but playing such a dangerous game is madness. Even a sick necrophile like you should know a killing game is going too far. You're gonna rub your proper brain cells together long enough to generate a spark. Think about why you shouldn't value your freak fetishes over your own life. It was being unnecessarily cruel, but Kurata was worried about me in her own Kurata way. I appreciated the sentiment, but sorry, but I've made up my mind. I'd gladly accept the risks for a chance to confront Gaku's killer, and nothing would change my mind. Okay, these should be enough to convince him. Gaku's jacket and Sare's remains. Holding on to them tightly, I barge into Takemaru's room. You're catching up? Oh yeah. I bet you're catching up. You don't have to read out loud. Whoa, Takumi, where's your manners? You can't just let yourself in. Takamaru, sorry to spring this on you, but I have something I want to show you. What is this? It's all fucked up and full of holes. Real dirty too, covered in dirt stains. That's Gaku's jacket. He's wearing it when he was killed. When he was killed? You mean these stains are his blood? You asked, so why would you show me this? Yeah, I know. Nobody wants to see this, but we can't hide from it. It's got all these holes in it, see? Because he was stabbed with a knife over and over, brutally. That motherfucker stabbed him this many times. Ah, damn it. Gaku must have been in so much pain. Takamaru's eyes were bloodshot as he stared at the holes in Gaku's clothes. He was shaking with fury. Here's where I get him once and for all. And this is what's left of Sire. The person who did this was more than likely the same person who murdered Gaku. He might have been a machine, but I know he suffered. He was torn to shreds. Takumi, what the hell are you trying to do here? I know I owe you one, but I won't hesitate to fuck you up if you're just here to mess with the bodies of all our dead friends. No, that's not it. I just wanted to talk to you. I looked Takamaru dead in the eye. It's very likely that whoever is inviting us to play this game is the same person who killed Sire and Gaku. The killer who did this to our friends is throwing down a challenge. I move closer to Takemaru. Takemaru, listen to me. Are you sure you want to run away from this game? If you back down now, you might never get another shot at catching whoever did this. I can't let him get away with this. I'm gonna kill him with my bare hands. That ain't enough of a reason to play this game. What happens to Gaku happens to all of us, and it's all pointless. Crap, he's still not angry enough. If I want to get Takamaru to join and he's still on the fence after all of this, I'm just gonna have to make him even madder. Persuasion game? We're back. We're back to persuasions.
I won't let Gaku's killer get away with it.
Let's
will
piss him off.
get payback, but this ain't the time for that. Whatever this invader hunt shit is, it's obviously a...
Oh, okay, that didn't make him mad.
What's the matter, Takemaru? You two chicken shit to join?
I ain't chicken shit. I'm just keeping cool. I don't want to die for no goddamn reason. I gotta survive and protect my people. My bad, bro. No good, I failed. I can't let Takamaru play it cool. Need to provoke him and get him white hot with anger. Oh, come on, let's talk about this again. I ain't got a problem talking about it, but you ain't gonna change my mind. All right, blah, blah, blah.
I won't let Gaku's killer get away with it. I will get payback, but this ain't the time for that. Whatever this
all right.
shit is, it's obviously a trap. We got no clue what's waiting for us in the leisure lounge. We can't just take up a challenge from a killer.
So that biker jacket's all for show?
So, that biker jacket of yours is just for show, huh?
Fuck did you just say to me? What are you, deaf? I said a coward like you shouldn't be wearing a jacket like that. Bastard, you ain't gonna get away with talking about my jacket like that. It reflects my whole soul. It's just like Yoshika said. Takamaru gets upset when you insult his jacket. He lost his school, now's my chance. I'm gonna make him see it my way.
Takamaru, you don't deserve to wear that jacket.
The fuck, man? I ain't called the strongest gang boss that's ever lived for nothing.
You? A gang boss? You don't seem like much of a boss to me at all.
What?
Think about it. You're literally cowering, even though the person who killed your friend is throwing down the gauntlet.
That's wild.
I didn't know a gang boss could be such a fair-weather friend and still get any respect.
Damn. Takamaru's face looked nothing short of demonic as he glared at me, but he didn't argue back. Must have hit him where it hurt. He was at a loss for words.
Takamaru.
I bumped my fist against his chest, near his heart.
If you want to show me how a real boss acts, fight with me. Join me. Please.
Oh.
Join the game with me.
Let's go. Damn it. Am I tired today? Persuasion complete. All right, y'all. If you're gonna bust my balls like that, I guess I can't back down. Fine, I'll do it. I'll join this fucking invader hunt or whatever it is and kill the bastard behind all this shit. My hard work had paid off. Takamaru had finally agreed to join, but I didn't have time to stick around and celebrate. I quickly left Takamaru's room and set off to persuade the others. So I'd won over someone as influential as Takamaru. Persuading the others went smoothly. Takamaru said he'd join. You got someone as cautious as Mr. Yakushiji to fold, and I guess the game can't be all that dangerous. Everyone's going to join, then I guess I should join too. Look at that. Shoma, Ima, Kako. Having successfully won over Ima, Kako, and Shoma, I met the quota Darumi forced on me. And then night finally came. No, what were you doing? Crap. Did I get enough sleep? I arrived at Leisure Lounge just before 7 p.m. and found that all the other Special Defense Unit members were already there. We got quite a group here. Did everyone decide to join the game? Honestly, I never wanted to come, but Jeremy rang my doorbell at least 10,000 times. She was so persistent, I just gave in. I was eating a snack in the cafeteria when suddenly Lady Darumi snatched my holy Jumanji sword. I pursued a scoundrel in an attempt to retrieve it. Suddenly I found that I'd been lured here. Oh, the holy Jumanji sword is safe and sound if you were concerned. You could say that this was a real steal. Yoshika, give that blade of yours to me immediately. I'm going to snap it in half along with your entire spinal column. But why would you say something so frightening? Wait, what? Lady Kurata, you've come too? We were worried when you disappeared so suddenly, so we came here looking for you. Yoshika, if you worry us like that again, I'll drop a heel right on the crown of your head to teach you a lesson. Well, for the love of murder, looks like we've all been tricked into coming here. The enemy seems to have used some pretty underhanded tricks to get everyone to come. Yo, what a score. With this many people killing each other is going to be so much fun. All right, it's time for the game to start. But who's going to die first? Maybe me? I sure hope so. Everybody, please kill me. I made sure to bring all of your infusers too. We're all going to set for the great slaughter to begin. He's so prepared at scaring me. Lenny seems thrilled at the idea of us killing each other, but I don't plan on hurting any of my friends. I'm not going to let anyone else die. That's why I wanted to do this. It's almost time. What kind of person do you think is running this game? I'm kind of excited to see who the bad guy is. Time passed. And finally it was 7 p.m. But for fuck's sake, nothing's happening. Nobody came. Nothing happened. The leisure lounge was as quiet and peaceful as ever. Is there going to be a blackout and when the light comes on, someone dies? Maybe the mastermind gave up after they saw a disgusting insect like me was joining. Or maybe that whole message was just a prank. Honestly, as anticlimactic as that would be, a safe conclusion like that might be for the best. It might have been from her. Looks like it's getting late. I'm out of here. No sooner than Takamura had said those words, it happened. Suddenly an ominous sound came from out of nowhere. Well, what is that sound? It's awful. My ears hurt. The hell is someone revving a bike engine? Where? I've never heard an engine make a noise like this horrible. Just listening to it makes me hurt. The unidentified sound grew louder and louder. Where's it coming from? We looked around for the source of the sound. That's when we happened to look up at the ceiling. Huh? Is that what stabbed Gaku? Only to be greeted by an unbelievable sight.
Bees?
Bees!
The hell? They're flying around with a bunch of big-ass bees?
Is that a spacesuit? Wait, no. A diving suit?
A bee parachute? I've never seen such a hideous mode of transport.
Eek! I hate bugs! Someone get me some bug spray stat!
The individual in the spacesuit gradually lowered their altitude. You landed in the leisure lounge. Bro, we're literally playing Zero Escape. You look fucking ridiculous. Take that helmet off and show us your face. Is this some Wrestling Federation's masked fighter? Love the costume, but you gotta lose the bees. We need to take this seriously. They might be with the invaders. What if it's a commander? Takumi, did you see a commander like this during your first 100 days? No, I never saw anyone like this. I never faced a commander who controlled bees, especially not one in a spacesuit. Hey, who are you? It's only polite to introduce yourself. Speak up, asshole. The mysterious person examined our faces without answering. Then they nodded, seemingly satisfied.
So good to see so many of you.
It's Zero.
With so many participants, this killing game is sure to reach a screaming climax. The more lives there are to lose, the more spectacular the battle.
Their voice sounded unnatural. Perhaps they were filtering it through a voice changer. They were. We found one. Their face was obscured by their mask too, so there was no guessing their age or gender. Well done for joining my game, Special Defense Unit, maggots. I commend your small act of bravery. They commended us. Kyoshka, they're definitely being sarcastic. They're trying to provoke us. We're so terribly honored, but who exactly are you? What are you doing at this school? I'm here to play my game with you, of course. I'm the sponsor of the Invader Hunt. You may call me Sponsor. Treat the title with the respect it deserves. Sponsor, so this is the person who invited us to play this game? Which means time is precious. I wish to start the game quickly. First, we'll hold the opening ceremony. Let me ask you one thing first. I yelled over the sponsor, interrupting them mid-sentence. Are you the one who murdered our friend Gaku Maruko? A strange threat was written on the blackboard the day before Gaku's murder. It perfectly matches this order of events. In other words, it was only natural to assume this was the person behind Gaku's death. Does it really matter who I have or haven't killed? After all, every last one of you will die in this game. Don't dodge the question. I'm asking if you killed Gaku. Yes or no? Yes and no. There's no other way for me to answer. I told you not to dodge that. Takumi, read the room! A sharp voice pierced my eardrums and caused me to cover my ears. Darumi, I've been waiting for this day my entire life. Pray to the god of killing games every night. Beg to be released from the pointlessness of my life. Beg for me, my parents, my brother, my teachers to all die in gratuitous glory style. My dream is finally about to come true. I'm going to get the killing game I've always wanted. Don't ruin this for me. Don't you dare ruin my dream. was taken aback by the desperation in her voice. Aren't you a strange one? Are you that excited for my game? Like you don't even know. Tell me all the messed up rules we have to follow. It motivates me to hear you have such high expectations. And allow me to explain the rules. No, thank you. Not interested. But I interrupted and stepped forward. I have no intention of playing your game. I refuse to even recognize it. Kurata, don't die right here now. You want us to kill each other? I'd never approve of such a vile game. Don't be so rash, tomato head. That vileness is what will make this game interesting. You might enjoy it more than you expect if you just give it a try. It's not that often that you get the opportunity to unleash your primal urges and kill your fellow man. I told you I'm not playing. I'm the scion of the Osuzuki family, the pinnacle of all Suzukis. It's fine for me to trample on the ignorant masses from up on high. There's no way in hell I'm allowing someone to try and kill me as if we're equals. So you refuse to participate. That goes for me and at least half of us. That goes for at least half of us. There's only the few mental patients here that want to play your deranged game. Takumi, she just called you a mental patient. She means you too. All who refuse to join the game will be eliminated. I believe I made that very clear. I believe you did. Put out a glance down for just a moment. So go ahead and try. All of a sudden, she was ready to fight. Pull your filthy eyeballs out of your sockets and watch closely. Behold the Suzuki family boxing technique. I'm gonna beat you and your ugly costume until you're so swollen, you look like you stuck your head in your stupid bee's hide. Kurata assumed the boxing stance and steadily approached the boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, 07 to Kurata. It's been good having her. She knows the rules, right? She knows the game and she doesn't want to play it, right? Last time I checked, when it comes to that one song, the Rickroll, if I'm not mistaken, when we know the game, we also know how to play it. And here she's doing the total opposite. So long! Wait, Kurata, don't try to fight him alone. I can handle this by myself. I don't sense any fighting spirit in this pathetic worm. They have the quintessential pauper aura. All talk and no action. One punch will do it. Ignoring our warnings. Kurata continued to close the distance between the sponsor and herself. Hope you like the taste of a noble fist. Kurata was about to unleash a deadly uppercut when it happened. Kurata! Bye-bye. The beast that had been hovering near the ceiling descended with a terrible cacophony of beating wings. And then... they instantly grabbed Kurata and whisked her high up into the sky.
Put me down! Put me down this instant! These horrible things are so creepy!
Kurata squirmed frantically, but they held on to her tight, refusing to let go. Oh, Suzuki, I sentence you to being suspended mid-air. What a sight, don't you think? As they say, smoking fools rise to great heights. You can writhe and suffer for now. I'll ease your pain when the time is right.
GM, what up, dog? Lady Kurata, give me back my Lady Kurata, you vile insect. All right, before we continue, chat, let's give a shout out to the homie GM for the raid. Big thank you to GM. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We are... Give me a second. All right, I'm back. Thank you so much, GM, for the raid. What were you playing? Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny. Bro, I heard Onimusha series is a classic. I never got a chance to play any of them, but everybody coming through from GM stream, I just wanted to say thank you guys for dropping in. Thank you for showing GM support, and GM, thank you for sharing your community with mine. We're currently now on our second playthrough of 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and it's been crazy. The second playthrough has been even more insane. Dag, double shout outs for GM. All right, let's get it. You telling me nobody could have just held her back and told her to shut up? We literally saw evidence of Takumi trying to stop her from talking. Takumi tried to stop her, man. You saw it? Takumi tried. But she's so headstrong, especially with the helmet on her head. With the helmet on her head, she, you know. Anyway, let's keep moving forward. It's getting late. It's Samurai Resident Evil. Shit, what up, Dan, rather? Kurata, what do we do? How do we get her back? She's so high up, even my mid-air attacks won't reach her. What do we do now? I think we saved Kurata. And she's all the way up there. Kako's sniper rifle might be able to reach, but Kako has never used her Himo Anima before. Right now, there's no way for us to attack the bees up near the ceiling. In that case, we'll just have to attack the person controlling them. You just saw what happened. You saw what happened to Kurata. Does this guy not have more bees? He said, ah! Suddenly I found myself running out full tilt, making a beeline for the sponsor. We're about to get our second ending. I'm not gonna lose anybody else. I let that determination take away my fear and carry me forward. I plunged my infuser into my chest as I ran. Give back. Ending incoming. D1, my favorite game is Dave the Diver. Nice. I played the demo. Not a bad game. I'm not really. I wouldn't say Dave the Diver is like it's. Yeah, give me a second. Dave the Diver is cool. It's alright. It's alright. Like the demo I enjoyed, but when after I played the demo, I was like, I don't think this is something I'd want to play the entire time, right? But the demo was good enough for me. I think it was fun enough for a demo. Anyway, let's go. It's all the buzz right now. Oh no, Dan Rather, cease. Hard game logic. 6 splash screen. This does look super sick. Print screen this if you want to put this on your phones, chat. To be honest, since you like visual novels, Deathmark. What's Deathmark? Wait, who made it? Talk with me for Smash. Chat, who made Deathmark? Deathmark. Deathmark VN. Spirit Hunter Deathmark is a hard VN adventure game developed and published by Experience, and it's the first entry in the Spirit Hunter series. Who made it? Experience Inc. Publishers Axis Games. Okay. Well, apparently it's pretty well received. All right, sick. Yeah, that looks more like something if I wanted to play it to be on in October. All right, let's go. Kurata! I screamed as loud as my voice would let me and swung my sword down at the sponsor. But I felt it connect. My blade was going to split them in two. No. I was so sure it wouldn't yet. No. 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 That tickles. Is that all you got, Takumi, Samina? Aha. The sponsor was completely unarmed. It's simple. Your power isn't enough to inflict even the slightest scratch on me. No, this has to be some sort of mistake. This has to be some kind of cheap trick. And try again. It won't stop you. Got some balls, beef fucker. Let's see how long you can keep up with this tough guy act, huh? I'm joining the fray, Takumi. Combined, our power level is like 2 million. We can get them, guys. We need to save Kurata as soon as possible. I guess the bees are busy. I thought he had like an infinite number of them. Everybody. Even if we can't take the sponsor on alone, we can if we all attack together. Brace yourselves, asshole. Our breath synchronizing, we all leapt at the sponsor. Jesus.
Take that!
You blackguard!
You're finished!
Nah. Where the bees at? Takamura Nozomi, Kyoshika, and I unleashed everything we had in the sponsor. That was very much not the right sound. I saw H, H in all caps, and man said, yeah. The funk. We punched, we kicked, we sliced, we pummeled. We tried every attack possible. We used every last ounce of our strength until we had no energy or Himo Anima to spare. However, it tickles. But why don't our attacks do anything? Are you immortal or some goddamn thing? You have the endurance of a wrestler to withstand my body slam. No matter how much we attacked, our opponent didn't even flinch. So it's far beyond a matter of strength or endurance. They were literally invincible. We can't give up. We must save Lady Kurara. My fellow warriors, just one coordinated attack and enough of this sideshow. The opening ceremony will conclude with Kurara Suzuki's death. There was a cruelty in the sponsor's voice as they pointed to Kurara, still hanging in the air.
Please, help!
Her body was rapidly turning black. Was a swarm of bees draining her cryptoglobin?
Lady Kurara!
She definitely got the point. Wow. Once they sucked everything out of Kurara, the bees dropped her dried up husk on the floor. No, Kurara! Kurara! No, this can't be happening. Lady Kurara can't be dead. Don't give up yet. Let's take her to the Revivo-matic. Zomi, Moko, and Kyoshka lifted up Kurara's corpse and left the leisure lounge, but how pointless. How can a body be revived if there isn't a drop of cryptoglobin left in it? How pitiful that she would die before the game even began. She's ruined my schedule. I suppose I'll simply have to postpone the start of the game until tomorrow morning. Return here as soon as you're awake tomorrow. And might I remind you, there's no point in trying to escape. You know now what happens if you refuse to play. There's nothing we could say. We'd be killed instantly if we tried to resist. Never had any message come through so clearly. We're actually playing Zero Escape, bro. This isn't even Dangan. This is Zero Escape, bro. Jesus, bummer. Kurara got the opening death scene. Must be nice. She died with so much drama, but it should have happened to me. But, well, whatever. The game starts tomorrow, so I have plenty of chances to have a nice, gory demise. I wonder how everyone else is gonna die. Who's gonna kill me? It's like so much to look forward to. Darumi's eerie yet strangely innocent cackle rang out across the silent leisure lounge. Mummified Sardi's Beast cryptoglobin powers? Unconfirmed, but what is confirmed is cryptoglobin got drained from Tomato Head. And since Tomato Head had no more cryptoglobin, naturally she will get mummified. From what it looked like, she just got pricked by the stinger and then she leaked. Unless they absorb the cryptoglobin through the stinger. Because it's hard to tell, right? Like we just saw blood spray. Darumi's eerie yet strangely innocent cackle rang out across the silent leisure lounge. Save your progress. Jesus. Yeah, it doesn't matter because there's chapter select. So it doesn't even matter. There's chapter select. Transcript. Did I misread the word transcript?
Up and Adam troops, time to rise and shine. Get ready for your 26th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Here we go. Once they sucked everything out of Kurara, the bees dropped her dried up husk on the floor. Yeah. Yeah, but that's all we know. So if they sucked everything out, maybe now they have cryptoglobin in them if they didn't have it already. So that's probably what Jam was talking about. I get it. I barely slept last night. Yeah, they drained it. Yeah, they drained it. They drained it. You're right. So they have it now. All right. I woke up over and over again seeing Kurata's face when she died in my nightmares. They won't get away with killing my friends so horribly. Jesus. If I could, I'd kill them right now. But right now, we're too weak. We can't beat them. One poor attempt to revolt and we'd just be massacred. For now, we just have to obey. We just have to play the game. They wanted us to come back to the Leisure Lounge when we woke up. I heard off to the Leisure Lounge. On my way to the Leisure Lounge, I came across Nozomi and Moko in the hall. Nozomi, are you okay? You're so pale. I couldn't sleep last night. I just can't believe it. Kurata, she's gone. Kurata, I didn't know what to say. What could I do for her after she lost a close friend? We buried her. Make sure you say goodbye to her later, okay, Takumi? Yeah, I promise I will. You're not gonna get away with killing Kurata. I'll do whatever it takes to avenge her. That's not the time. They're a bit too strong for us right now. So we're all going to play this game for a little while and wait for a chance. For now, we just have to push all this grief down and grit our teeth. Knowing how to bide your time is an important part of fighting. Nozomi was barely able to hold steady on her own 2 feet. Moko looked after her as they walked to the Leisure Lounge. I made a vow to myself as I watched Nozomi walk away. No matter how this game turns out, I'll protect Nozomi to the end. No, not just Nozomi. I won't let anyone else die because I came back here to protect them and grab a hold of a future where we can find happiness. Yeah, this is peak. This is peak. Yeah, we're playing Zero Escape. At last, I present to you the rules of the Invader Hunt. Once we were all in the Leisure Lounge, the sponsor began to explain the rules without any preamble. The rules are exceedingly simple. All you have to do is hunt the creatures known as invaders. You'll gain points for every invader hunted, which will be tallied.
And reflected in the live rankings.
The names of everyone in the room were shown on the screen being held up by 2 bees.
One round lasts 10 days. The person ranked last at midnight on the 10th day will be executed. Their cryptoglobin drained by my bees.
Executed. Kurata's death was proof that this was no bluff. They could easily kill us all. In short, we need to try and kill as many invaders as possible. I'm glad we don't have to actually kill each other or anything. I mean, not glad, but if we're just hunting invaders then. We just keep fighting defensive battles, right? That's the same shit we're doing anyway. Not at all. What you were doing was we're merely defending your base. Hunting and defending are entirely different. The hunt, you must go out. The playing field is the space outside of the school. You'll not receive points for any invaders killed at the school, no matter how many. You can't get points anywhere in the area shaded red. That's anywhere within school grounds. That means if you want points, you have to go hunt down invaders wandering outside. So we're being forced to fight outside of the ring then. So much for a shut-in like me to be forced outside like this. What happens if the invaders attack the school while we're all out there? The commander strikes when the place is empty. It's the end of the line. All you need is to engage them before they infiltrate the school grounds. They say that a good offense is the best defense after all. We can't stray too far from the school. If we're not careful about how many battles we fight out there, we'll end up disqualified for going out of the ring. We need to hunt in a place where we can quickly return to the school. How are you going to track how many invaders we hunt out there? You're not counting on an honor system, right? Someone will definitely end up lying about their numbers. These bees will count your points. Whenever you kill invaders, they'll count the points and report them to me. In other words, these bees will be monitoring our actions while we're playing the game. Guess running away isn't going to be an option. Last but not least, the most important rule of all, you are strictly forbidden from causing me harm while the game is underway. Anyone who defies me will immediately become food for my bees. Try not to lose your cool. A rather tyrannical one-sided rule, isn't it? Does this mean we can't resist even if you use violence against us? Don't worry, I'll not lay a finger on any of you. The game will immediately cease if the sponsor harms a participant without just cause. In other words, they won't hurt us as long as we do what they say. Well, doesn't that sound familiar? Yes, sir. But you're the one who enforces these rules. If you turn on us, we're entirely without recourse. I intend to run this game as fairly as possible. Otherwise, things would be very boring. I promise not to violate the rules. Please trust me on that. There's no way we can trust them, but we're in no position to argue. Now then, that concludes the explanation of the rules. There are plenty of other hidden rules, but I'm not so inclined as to give them all away at this juncture. Come up with strategies on your own. Doing is learning. Oh my God, I'm geeking so fucking hard right now, dude. This is The fucking best playthrough ever. Oh, man. This is the best. This is the best. The sponsor looked at all of us and shouted,
Special Defense Unit maggots, participants of my game,
let's go.
assume your new roles as proud hunters and claim as many invaders as you
Do I
can.
have to control everybody,
The
though?
invader hunt has hereby officially begun.
Without so much as a moment to prepare, the game was on. But I wasn't sure how I was supposed to handle our newly assigned task. I decided to go back to my room and prepare to leave school grounds. Frickin', the Invader Hunt is a point-based hunting game. I decided to review the rules of the game. The rules themselves were simple. All we really had to do was hunt invaders. However, the game field was outside school grounds. Even if we killed an invader, if it happened in a school facility or in the schoolyard, it wouldn't count. Basically, no matter what we do in a defensive battle, it wouldn't be worth any points. If we wanted points, we had to go out exploring and hunt down any invaders we come across. But it's way too dangerous to constantly be fighting out there. If we died outside school grounds, the drones won't collect our bodies, the revival-matic wouldn't revive us. Death would truly be final. We have to be careful so we don't die. And if we want to do that, we should probably form teams. In a team, there'd be someone who there to have our backs, and we could look after one another to keep each other alive. We'd need comrades if we want to survive. Okay, before I go out, I should find someone to partner up with. Decided to go talk to everyone to see if anyone would want to team up with me. Nozomi. For some reason, when I went out on the roof, everyone was already there. There was no sign of Doremi or Hiruko, but most everyone else was there. Takumi, everyone, great timing. I just figured out a way we can survive this game. Do you mind if we talk? Can I jam? Where's the ball and guns? 0 out of 10? Ball and guns. Everyone rushed over to me and I explained the necessity of forming teams. So I think we should at least be in pairs. Trying to do this solo will just end in game over the moment you take a lethal hit. Yeah, we were just saying the same thing. That we should work in teams, I mean. We're actually just deciding the teams. In short, we're right in the middle of a draft meeting. Kako pulled out a piece of paper with the members of each team written on it. The first team is us boys and Sister Dearest. And the second team is all of the girls. No fucking Nozomi. We might end up spending a lot of time together from now on, so we thought grouping up by gender would make sense. What we're worried about is Yugamo, who's nowhere to be found. He's a boy, but it's entirely possible he'd like to stick with Miss Kirifuji and Miss Magadori as he's done up to this point. But if we put Yugamo in team 2, then we should put Hiruko in team 1. Miss Chizo has a very strong. They're discussing giving preferential negotiating rights to the weaker team. Preferential negotiating rights? This really is like a sports draft. By the way, what team do you want me in? It would make sense if I was in a male-centric team, but you have to play alone. Nobody wants to. Huh? I'm so shocked that my voice withered away mid-explanation. Why? Why am I the only one being left out? Don't tell me you guys are still suspicious of me. I thought we cleared things up about Gaku. I didn't kill him. It was the sponsor. Isn't that obvious? No, we're all on the same page there. They're definitely the one who killed Mr. Maruko. They destroyed Sire too. They're behind everything. Then why? Mr. Sumino, have you forgotten you killed Mr. Aotsuki? Sure, but why bring that up again? He was a traitor. He had to go. Even if I grant you that, he's still one of us. If you had a comrade who could kill another comrade without batting an eye, would you want to team up with him in a killing game? No way. You got to be kidding. But when one of you do anything, someone invariably ends up dead.
You're cursed. Do us all a favor and get out of here.
You're more than cursed. You're the Grim Reaper.
The Grim Reaper. It stung, but I couldn't argue. It was true that I was the common denominator in all of the deaths so far. Came back to the past and immediately killed Ato. And because I ignored the message on the blackboard on day 4, Gaku was killed the next day. 2 days ago, I decided to join the game and encourage everyone to join me. And because of that, Kurata died so brutally. If you hadn't convinced us to join this game, Lady Kurata would still be with us. It's all your fault, all of it. Give her back. Give give Lady Kurata back to me.
The blood of Lady Kurata is on your hands!
Kyoshka drew closer to me, letting out a pained cry. I couldn't bring myself to meet her eyes. We're now red and swollen from crying. Kyoshka, no. Moko put herself between us and embraced Kyoshka. Claiming Takumi won't bring her back, it'll just make it hurt even more. But, knowing how to swallow your sorrow is part of fighting. We need to be strong right now. I'm sorry, Takumi. Kyoshka understands, I swear. She knows it's not your fault Kurata died. She has no outlet for her grief, so she's taking it out on you. I'm so shocked that I couldn't utter a single word. I had no idea everyone had so much contempt for me. All I ever wanted to do was make everyone happy. That was why I came back. Where did it all go wrong? I swear, Lady Luck or Fortune or whatever the hell she's called turned against you the moment you're off stage. She's just so slew of shit, speaks for itself. Not even I can help you out there. Sorry, but you're on your own. Sorry, Takumi. Everyone left one after the other, leaving me all alone on the rooftop. I felt total despair. This was my first time being so obviously and intentionally isolated. I always had Karuo by my side in the TRC. My mom and dad were always waiting at the dinner table whenever I went home. But now here I was, all alone. I would have to face this game of death all by myself. Nobody would ever want to team up with the Green Reaper. But then I thought of something. That's right, Hiroko. I saw Hiroko in my mind's eye. On day 5, she took me to second to last Defense Academy. I said we needed to bring in a second team to increase our combat power. I can never really tell what she's thinking. She's a surprisingly caring person. She might be willing to work with me on this. Maybe I could ask Hiroko if she'll team up with me. Feeling a sliver of hope, I decided to stop by Hiroko's room. Don't be dead, don't be dead, don't be dead, don't be dead. I was praying hard as I rang her doorbell. Please, Hiroko, you have to answer. If you forsake me too, then it's all over. Maybe my prayers were answered because... Hiroko. Takumi, what do you need at this hour? Hiroko, thank goodness you're still here. I was almost tearing up with happiness. I'm so glad you're here. So glad. The moment I met you, you stirred my soul. Can I go back inside? You're creeping me out. No, wait. Just hear me out, please. You're not about to try to tell me about the word of God, are you? No. I explained everything that just happened. I didn't leave out a single detail. I told her how they called me the Grim Reaper, how no one would team up with me. Bruh. So your already very low popularity has now hit rock bottom, then. It hurts when you say it laid out like that, but in a nutshell, yes. At this rate, I'll have to do Invader Hunt all alone. I'm begging you, Hiroko, there's no one else I can trust. Please team up with me. I lowered my head and pleaded sincerely. I believe that if anyone would lend me a hand or pull me out of my predicament, it would be Hiroko. But I'm afraid I must disappoint you. A hopeless crush. Is there anything I could do to change your mind? If you team up with me, I'll work myself to the bone for you. I promise I'll be useful to you. Simply not possible. I'll not be teaming up with you for this game. You think I'm the Grim Reaper too? Please, I don't believe in that kind of superstitious nonsense. I simply have my own situation to deal with. Besides, I already have a partner. You do? Just then? Oh, Sakumi, Mr. Hiroko is all mine. Darumi? It's all mine, all mine. Stupid puppy, I told you not to come out. Go back into your doghouse like a good girl. Don't be mad at me, Mistress Hiroko. What's going on? Why is Darumi barking? You know how this one's been an overexcited nuisance since the killing game was announced, right? So I turned her into my dog. I don't understand in the slightest. Basically, I used strength to make her submit, and it broke her a little. To think of it, Darumi had been unusually quiet during the announcement of the rules. I guess she was already a dog at that point. I have a responsibility to her as her owner, so I'll be playing the game with her. Go away, no boys allowed in the Yuri zone. He's all mine. Yuri zone? Oh my god. I instinctively fled after being ferociously barked at by Darumi. Guess I'm on my own then. I felt strangely refreshed after being so cleanly rejected. Fine, I'll play by myself. I'll hunt down the invaders on my own and survive all on my own too. Half sulking, I headed for the entrance hall. There was some unexpected There was someone unexpected waiting for me when I arrived at the entrance hall. How pitiful that you must go all alone. Are you going to hunt or to be hunted? Were you waiting here so you could laugh at me? No, I merely came to give you some information. I failed to mention it earlier, but I've added more fire extinguishers. Now you may go outside at any time. Should all hunt whenever it pleases you. They're pretty prepared. How long have they been planning this? Now then, go out there and hunt. Struggle away from my amusement. No Ava. Jesus. We're Avaless. It's dangerous to stray too far from the school. I should try to find invaders as close by as possible. I'm pretty sure a decent number of invaders were wandering around the city to the south. I'll head over there today. There they are. Damn, it's going fast. Just as I thought, there was a large number of invaders inhabiting the nearby city. They roamed around the ruins like zombies with no will of their own. They were all just basic cannon fodder. I could defeat them all on my own. I sensed a presence and glanced up in the air to see one of the sponsors' bees tailing me. It must be here to count my points. Okay, here goes. I stifled my breath and slowly crept up one of the invaders. Time to attack with everything I've got. I wanted to attack, but my legs froze. I couldn't move. Am I scared? I fought on my own plenty of times before. There was a difference between choosing to go it alone and having no alternative. I was going to have to fight alone forever. I was scared of confronting that truth. But I can't just cower forever, can I? I took a deep breath, steeled myself. This time I leapt out in front of the invader. Jesus. No, annihilate all enemies. Oh my God, chat. I just got an email from TikTok saying that I got my first 50,000 viewership TikTok. That's pretty fucking base. That is pretty fucking base. It was literally a 7-second clip of me reacting to the Switch 2's boot up screen really early on the stream. And that has been apparently explodifying. Pretty OD. My highest record used to be like 35K, so very proud of myself to surpass.
I've got this.
Let's see what I could do. Oh yeah, they definitely do love it.
My turn. I've got this. Time
Hopefully this doesn't hurt me.
Here we go.
And then 4, and then yeah.
Ha! Ready when you are. There. All right, my turn. That's it. Got it. I've got this. Ready when you are. This should do it. I've got this. Here. Ready when you are. Let's go. All right, my turn. Take that. Here we go. Let's do this. One last strike.
Getsuga Tensho. Oh yeah, I'm by myself. Fuck. Now I'm gonna probably die. Base. Unless. Wave 1 out of 3. Base. So long, ladies. Let's see what happens, y'all.
Good to go. Let's do this. Yeah! I've got this. Yeah!
1 of 3, y'all. 1 of 3. That's tiring. I was already exhausted, even though I only killed off a few minions. I can't come back if I die out here. The lingering fear of death weighed heavily on my mind and body. But I couldn't afford to rest. I had to do whatever it took to get more points, not to mention. Grim Reaper is insane. Invaders, drawn by the sound of fighting, were showing up one after the other, and they were beginning to surround me. I prepared to face the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between. Oh, I'm back.
Let's do this. Good to go.
Oh, shit.
Here. I've got this.
A man said Grim Reaper. Weird champ.
Take this. Good to go. Ha! Oh, say when. Here. Here we go. Time to use it.
Wait.
Let's do this. Say when. I've got this. Not bad.
Let's go, D. All right.
Respect.
What the fuck? Where's my Shoma shit?
Here we go. There. Ready when you are.
I hyped myself up for nothing.
God, let's do this. Yeah. All right, I've got this. My turn. Here. Got it. Here we go.
Why didn't I get what I expected? I put counterattack and I got fucked up. He played his favorite song on the radio. Oh, that's what you're talking about, boosted Hemo Anima? Oh, I was eventually gonna do it. No matter how many I kill, more just keep cropping up. Invaders kept streaming in, so I was completely surrounded. They were just mooks, but there were too many of them. My stamina was at its limit.
I wish I wasn't alone.
I needed to toughen up, but just telling myself that wasn't doing anything. For the first time, I truly felt how alone I was. At this rate, I'll die without anyone ever knowing. Just then,
I'll help you out, Takumi.
Eito? Heard a voice and turned around. Standing there was...
Yugamu!
Oh, Yugamu, okay. I thought I heard Eito's voice. All right, let's go.
Of course. Showing up uninvited but sorely needed. It's everybody's beloved Yugamu Omokage.
What are you doing here? Were you trying to score some kills out here too?
We can talk later. Let's take care of these things first. Our first joint effort.
There was something creepy about how he put it, but I was grateful for him in the moment. Our breath synced up and we began to clean up the swarm of invaders. Wait, let me do it. Okay, good. I was about to say, I thought they were just like, yeah, so I just beat all the invaders at the end. I was about to be like, bro, this shit is weak sauce, bro. I mean...
One last strike!
I didn't even wait. I could have waited. I could have slashed first.
Take care.
But I was too hungry.
Let's get to the killing.
I was too hungry, chat.
This hurts. Time for me to move.
The hungriest of hippos, chat.
Let's get to the killing.
The hungriest of hippos.
I'm good to go. Stinks, doesn't it? Let's get to the killing. Sut, I can't wait.
Stings, doesn't it?
Time for me to move. I'm good to go. This'll do. Let's get to the killing.
He said, stings, doesn't it? Stings, doesn't it? Chat, stings, doesn't it? Free.
This hurts. Time for me to move. Does this do it for you? I'm good to go.
Fight.
I can't wait. I'll just put this here. Let's get to the killing. You make... I'm good to go.
Oh. Oh.
Time for me to move.
I mean...
I'm good to go. This'll do. I can't wait. I'll just put this here. Time for me to move. This'll do. Let's get to the killing. I'll just put this here. I can't wait.
I'm building, chat.
This'll do.
I'm playing Fortnite.
Let's get to the killing. I can't wait. I'll just put this here. Time for me to
could I have
move.
spring trap? I could have, but I could spring trap, but I can't kill him in one hit. So I'm not pressed. Not pressed. I'm not pressed. Yay! Technically one turned. Yay! Stings, doesn't it? You never even got a chance to play. Ew. The Grim Builder, items Isaac. It's Nagito. It's Makoto Naegi. You guys typed so fast. I didn't even see shit. All right, let's go. Is that all of them? Seems so. I don't sense any trace of them. Well fought, Takumi. You're in quite a predicament considering it's the first day. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked to see how they just kept coming. I was almost killed by a bunch of weaklings. Fighting truly isn't something to be done alone. Right. I didn't get to properly thank you. You saved me, Yugamu. If you hadn't run into me here, I might have been the first to be eliminated from the invader hunt. Oh, no need to thank me. It wasn't by coincidence that we met here. Was it? Yes, I've been following you all morning. I had no idea, did you? Killing people is one of my specialties. Is he just joking to play off his embarrassment? No, that doesn't seem like what's going on here. He really was following me, and it makes sense why he showed up at the perfect time to save me. But why? What was the point of following me? Oh, for the love of murder, don't be so wary of me, Takumi. I'm not gonna eat you all right, although you look plenty delicious to me. How could I not be wary of an assassin? Yugamo Omokage, the descendant of a family of assassins. I'll come right on and ask. Why were you following me? I was figuring out my timing. I wanted to come gallantly to your rescue. If you find yourself in trouble, then I'd be able to show you how useful I am. Call it a courtship display. He's really trying to say what's up, Gage. Why is everything you say so creepy? Oh, that's the long and short of it. He muttered as he held out his right hand to me.
Takumi, would you team up with me?
Gage. He's offering to form a team. Was all I ever wanted in my isolation. But why do you want to team up with someone everyone hates? Wouldn't you rather be with Nozomi or Kyoshika or the others? I don't do well in groups. Honestly, I'd rather enjoy my kills alone, but going in alone is too risky. So I thought butting up with the odd man out would be just the thing. June 1st. Is that really the only reason? It made sense, but it's hard to decipher his true intentions. I was sure he was planning something, given that he went out of his way to ask me after I'd been ostracized. But if I turned down his offer, I'd have to hunt alone forever. Well, will you join me or not? What do I do? Should I team up with Yugamu? Nigga, yes. What do you mean by that? Nigga, who the fuck else we teaming with? On Grove Street. Yes, like that's kind of like what? Yes, please. Easiest yes. The fact that I had an option to say no is interesting though. It's your future. It's these nuts. Well, you're stuck with me for a while then. Yeah, how would it branch? I shook Yugamu's hand. Whether he could be trusted was beside the point. I simply couldn't carry on like this all by myself for much longer. Now I would team up with Yugamu. I'm glad to see our hearts are in tune with each other, partner. I'm gonna try for the best couple award while we're at it. Don't think they're giving out awards here. Also, you and I are not a couple. While Yugamu and I were trading quips, we heard it. But what the? There was an ear-splitting sound and the earth shook. It wasn't an earthquake. It felt more like a torrential gush of overwhelming energy. Somebody with incredible power is present nearby. Don't tell me it's the commanders are joining the hunt. That'd be bad news. Just two of us wouldn't be enough to deal with the commander. A little bit of reconnaissance would go a long way right now. Good job for me as quietly as you manage. Can manage, Takumi. Right. We cautiously made our way toward the source of the sound, hiding behind pieces of rubble along the way. And then...
Hey! 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 You saw that, Mistress Yuriko? My 18th invader kill! How have you been treating them?
With the bloodiest brand of carnage only I can dish out. What else? Now save your breath for tearing them from limb to limb. Let those entrails fly. Let the bloodworks explode far and wide.
Oh, my Mistress Hiriko! Nobody goes wild as beautifully as you! Your rampaging form electrifies me! You're everything I long to become!
Yeah!
Those two are enjoying this way too much. They aren't hunting anymore. They're just straight up massacring every invader they see. It kills me to say this, but I'm afraid we may cede the best couple award to them. Something feels off, though. Hiriko's always been strong, but when did Darumi get so powerful? He hadn't joined any defensive battles before this and should be woefully unfamiliar with combat. The euphoria of finally being able to take part in a killing game has unlikely unlocked the latent potential in her hemo anima, making it bloom. That's an unconventional way to unlock latent potential. Why the gripe? Potential is logic-defying by definition. Also, we should totally call it a day. Head back now. They've likely already murdered all the invaders in this area anyway. Yeah, we've earned enough points today. Let's go back and rest up for tomorrow. Jesus. We made our way back and decided to drop by the leisure lounge before returning to our rooms. We checked the leaderboard.
Unsurprisingly, those two are in the top spots. I expect they'll be staying ahead of the pack for a long time to come.
I'm in 3rd place? Honestly, I thought I'd be much lower than that.
We're godlike.
Well, I did take out quite a number of invaders today.
Yeah, we're godlike.
And I'm in 4th. If we keep this up, we won't fall to the bottom of the rankings in the first round, at least.
The first round of this game will last until day 35. Whoever finishes last in each round will be executed. I decided I wouldn't keep tabs on where the others were placed. Ensuring my own survival was more important. And besides...
You're cursed! Do us all a favor and get out of here!
Fuck Ima, all my homies hate Ima.
You're more than cursed! You're the Grim Reaper!
That's your brother, so fuck Kaku by association too.
The blood of Lady Kurata is on your hands!
Alright, Kyoshka, like, I can't say fuck you to Kyoshka. I'm sorry, man. I know. The whole slew of mess up shit speaks for itself. I can't help you. I get it. I shouldn't be letting the people ostracizing me live rent-free in my head anyway. Fuck them all. That ain't riding with the MC. Freak you, bro. Phew, what a day. The constant fighting and stress of possible death had strained my mind and body to their limits. I wanted to rest early to recover from the fatigue, but...
Hey!
Can you explain what you're doing in my room? It's just something buddies do, right? And that's why we are buddies, partners, bosom chums. It goes without saying. We need to be joined at the hip. Well, June is not too far away, so I understand. Join your own hips and get out of here. Damn, come on, bud, humor me. Pretend we're brainstorming strategies for the rest of the hunt. How about that? This game's more of a marathon than a sprint, so we gotta come up with a long-term plan. I love Dahlia. Dahlia said, I'm an ally. I'm an ally as well, Dahlia. I'm also an ally. Dahlia's enjoying this love in deep space gameplay. He said, yes, more gauge. Playing it by ear the whole time is bound to lead us to quick and easy deaths. He makes a very good point. Can't you at least make it clear whether you want to be disgusting or discreet? Who would I be if I didn't dabble in a little bit of both? Call me a double dipper if that's what turns you on.
Hey!
In your dreams. After that, we spent several hours discussing strategies for surviving the killing game in the days to come. Jesus. He likes to double dip, chat.
Any soldiers?
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's saying he's bi. I get it. Who would he be if he didn't dabble in a little bit of both? He's a double dipper. Got it. So he dips in man booty and ladies.
It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then,
Good night.
night.
He said, it's bedtime already. Time flies when you're having so much fun. If you don't mind, Takumi, we can continue the rest of this conversation in bed. Blush. Of course I mind. It's about time you went to your own room. Oh, Takumi, throwing me out after exciting intercourse without any pillow talk at all? How cold is your heart? Stone cold, out now. After chasing you got out of my room, I crawled into bed and closed my eyes. I had to grab every second of sleep I could to let my tired body recover, but... Give her back, give Lady Kurata back to me. I swear Lady Luck or Fortune or whatever she's called turned against the moment she offered Ito. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. The words from this morning reverberated around my mind, preventing me from slipping into a restful slumber. How did it turn out like this? I came back in time to lead everyone toward a brighter future. So why am I being so despised? What I wouldn't give to return to those happy days. Let today's hunt begin. I trust you're ready, Takumi? Yeah, ready when you are. On day 2 of the invader hunt, we went out to explore the city again. Turn points by hunting down any invaders we can find. Found some right off the bat. Check out that swarm of invaders at 2 o'clock. I turned in the direction Yugamo mentioned and found the invaders lurking behind a ruined building, like he said. I don't think they've noticed us yet. Let's get closer and catch them by surprise. Put on your pussy boots and sling behind me, Takumi. Sure. Yugamo had clearly adapted well to the rhythm of the game. He knew how to take quick and decisive action to earn points for our continued survival. I, on the other hand, my feelings had yet to catch up to the strange situation of me participating in a killing game with him as my teammate. What was I doing? Why did Yugamo propose a partnership in the first place? Is my life even worth living if I had to kick someone else down to do it? So many things in my mind, but come on, Takumi, time to sound the death knell for them. Didn't have the luxury of time to think them through. Fighting to survive was the only thing I could afford to do now. Day 2 of this fighting thingy. Alrighty. Alright. Annihilate. Woo! Let's see what we could do now, chat. Let's see what we could do now. 1, 2, 3, right?
Let's get to the killing. I can't wait.
This works. Wait.
Let's get to the killing. Experiment time.
Makes sense.
I can't wait. So I'm good to go.
Wave 2.
How about this? Let's get to the killing. You make time for me to move. This may hurt.
1 AP.
So I can't wait.
This is the most I could do, chat.
Let's get to the killing.
I guess.
This'll stop them in their tracks. I can't wait. This'll do.
No.
My turn! This should do it. Let's do this!
We're good. I'm ready now. Oh, wait.
Good to go.
Not ready. I almost forgot, chat.
Time to use it.
I'm good to go. I can't wait. I'll just put this here.
Don't burn
I'm
too
good to
many.
go.
Don't burn too many.
This'll do. Let's get to the killing. I'll just put
Let's see if
this
this helps.
here.
I'm ready. This should be fine. The bomb didn't go off.
Here we go.
Huh? The bomb
Let's
didn't
do
go
this.
off.
This should do it. My turn. Ha! Got it. Here we go. Ha! Say when.
When?
Let's go. That's it.
One more.
Good to go. Ha! All right.
Can we get to potential these guys?
I've got this. Here we go.
Almost. I want to save it for the next one.
Let's get to the killing.
Oh, like this.
I can't wait.
Freak you guys.
Time for me to move.
I'm okay with
Can't
this.
Wait. I'll kill them all.
Yeah, yeah. Yada yada, that's it.
Kill the rest for me.
Yeah.
I've got this. Take this.
Oh.
My turn. Say when. Yeah.
We wasted our items though. Sucks. Let's see how bad it is now. Hey, did we get them all? Sorely to be celebrating. Our enemies are waiting in the wings. Invaders approaching at 3 o'clock. Alright, they just keep coming. Prepare for the next battle with scarcely any time to breathe in between. Alright.
I'm good to go.
Well, let's nerf them now.
This'll do.
If I could breathe
Let's get to the killing.
just a little.
I'll just put this here.
Let's go.
On a farm.
Time to use
So
it.
the reason I'm doing this chat is
My turn.
to farm points.
This should do it.
I can't wait. This'll do.
I think we're chilling. I don't care. Next turn, we're gonna pocket the 3 AP. Let them come close. Dumbasses. Dumbasses. Thanks. Oh, they got shields now. Well, damn.
I'm good to go.
I think I could. Oh, yeah. Forgot they have shields. That sucks.
Time for me to move.
Well, we have a lot of AP.
I can't wait. I'll just put this here. Time for me to move. Let's get to the killing. You make a... I can't wait. Does this do it for you? Time for me to move.
It's doing it for me.
Let's do this.
It's doing it for me, chat.
Say when. Ready when you are.
I mean, I get to potential time, chat. Yeah, let's get to go. Yeah, totally.
One last strike.
Get to potential. Damn.
I I can't wait. Stinks, doesn't it? Let's get to the kill.
Get an agility potion.
Time for me to move.
Go over here.
This hurts. I'm good to go.
What did I do before?
I'm
they had
good to
feel
go.
it.
Does this do it for you? I can't wait. I'll just put this here. Let's get to the killing.
And that's it. Now, if the game doesn't try any BS, hopefully I don't get penalized for... Okay, we're good. Yeah. Good job. What game is this? 100 line Last Defense Academy. Fighting outside is tiring. My body resists me whenever I think about how death is permanent out here. You need to relax, Takumi. At this rate, you'll kill yourself first before the enemy has a chance. Yeah, this game is made by the makers of Danganronpa, Zero Escape series. It's a healthy mix of strategy RPG and Japanese visual novel. All right, let's continue. Sorry, Twitch chat. I was talking to YouTube chat. Let's go. Wait. I wouldn't be much of a... I don't get it. How are you so calm? You're not even perspiring. I wouldn't be much of a professional assassin if I let every other spot of good murdering get me down now, wouldn't I? Hey, what's your secret? How do I kill the enemies efficiently while conserving as much stamina as possible? The secret is your heart. That is to say, your frame of mind. Get it in your head that the act of killing is nothing special at all. Nothing more than mundane work. Mundane work. Like hitting a nail with a hammer. Like turning a screw with a screwdriver. Just dull, repetitive work to be repeated without much thought or physical strength. So basically, I psych myself into believing it's nothing. Does that really work? Anything more concrete, like a better way to move my body or something? The body movements are virtually perfect for me. There's nothing to critique. So what's left is your mentality, right? Just give it a shot. Got nothing to lose. Pretend the act of killing is the most boring job in the world. Just dull, repetitive work. Despite my misgivings, I decided to try. You got a suggestion. Crept up to an invader that happened to be meandering about nearby and launched a surprise attack. Without entering the fear that threatened to well up from within, I quietly lifted up my sword and brought it down nonchalant. This was just work, something that had to be done. No need to think too much about it. I went after the next enemy as I repeated those thoughts to myself. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. Yo, okay, is this Among Us? What's happening? It's just work. Grim Builder, nothing personnel, kid. Incredible performance, Takumi. It's like you've become another person. Yes, you have an aptitude for killing. I sensed it the moment I laid eyes on you. Jesus. Well, here we go. An aptitude for killing me? I think you need to get your eyes checked. Might sound strange coming from me, but I wasn't good at such things at all. Tended to miss the obvious, and my reflexes were average at best. I don't have an aptitude for anything. Gifts show up in many different ways. Sometimes they manifest later in life. Later in life. You'll understand me one day. I wasn't happy to be left hanging like that, but I knew it would just be evasive if I tried to press the matter. So I didn't. Anyway, we should focus on the hunt for now. Now that I seem to be getting my mind under control, I wanted to get used to the hunting at one go as well. Let's go look for the next group of enemies. I feel like I can take down another 15 before calling it a day. Nah, I think we should call it a day now. We've earned enough points. But I was just getting the hang of it. And that's when it gets dangerous. Everything in moderation, including assassinations. Besides, if we keep on hunting, we'll run into them sooner or later. You okay with that? Them? Just as I was wondering who Yugama could be talking about. Over here. This will be our starting point for the hunt today. Don't fall behind, you losers. I heard a familiar voice coming from somewhere nearby. I quietly made my way toward the voice and peered from behind some rubble. I feel like I'm starting to use my humor anima better. Not even a commander can stop me now, I think. Confidence is the name of the game, sister dearest. You and I both know nothing can stand in the way of our newly awakened powers and strength and bonds. Don't start getting carried away, you two, thinking you're invincible because you learned a thing or two's the best way to die on the battlefield. You little chicks can just stay beneath my big, strong pinions for now. I ain't gonna let any of you die in my watch. I'm gonna protect y'all with my life. In the name of Takamaru Yakushiji. They're hunting here too? Takamaru, Ima, and Kako weren't the only ones. I could see Tsubasa, Nozomi, and the others in the distance as well. Why does fighting invaders outside the academy seem so much more graphic? It's like I'm really killing something alive. And all that blood. So much blood. The feel of that invader I just took down still lingers on in my hands. Tsubasa, are you okay? I can give you a back rub if it makes you feel better. I think a big one's coming. Why didn't I bring any barf bags with me? Lady Tsubasa's about to start puking like a fountain in the fancy park. Is there anything we can give her in place of a barf bag? Alas, necessity knows no decorum. Lady Tsubasa, heave into my sheath bag if you must. Are you sure, Kyoshika? Isn't that the Holy Jumanji Sword's pajamas? The Holy Jumanji Sword is a party animal with a soft spot for the ladies. She'll understand. How come? Now come, Lady Tsubasa. Let it all out and hold nothing back. I'll be fine. I pushed everything down with sheer willpower. Phew, the roiling stopped. Sorry, guys. I haven't been feeling well since this morning. Not to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. We're not supposed to mention that, Tsubasa. Looking out for one another is what teammates do. No wrestler worth their salt abandons their tag partners to get ahead in the match. Loyalty above self. None shall be left behind. It is a way of the war. Damn, wait, are there 4 girls in that team? Takamaru was desperately trying to protect Ima and Kako, who weren't used to fighting. Nozomi and the others refused to abandon Tsubasa even though she was holding them back. They were watching out for each other like true friends. I used to enjoy that sort of relationship with them too. I could feel my strength rapidly leaving my body. That's right, I've been alienated. What I just saw only served to cement that fact. All those kind and comforting words would never be for me. You look like you're in a lot more pain now than you were fighting the enemies. That confirms it. Your fatal flaw is that fragile mind of yours. I left the place quietly and made my way back to school, taking care not to be seen by the others. Taking back with me nothing but an armful of distressing thoughts and feelings. Damn. I got back to my room earlier than usual. I wasn't in the mood to do anything except lie upright on bed and stare long and hard at the ceiling. Wait, oh, that's C-Day.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then.
Good night.
Good night.
I suddenly realized it was already night. I knew I should be resting, but bad memories kept surfacing in my mind and pulling me back to wakefulness. Give her back. Give Lady Kurata back to me. Sorry, but you're on your own. I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Like I'm being punished just for being alive. The pain of being despised was more excruciating than anything the killing game or defensive battles could inflict upon me. The first 100 days, it wasn't a happy ending by any means, but at least everyone was my friend. We had a barbecue. We set up festival booths. We got testy with each other sometimes, but we always made up. In the end, our bonds became unbreakable. How do I repair a friendship? How? As I was agonizing over this matter, somebody knocked on the door, and it's Yugamu. Is that Yugamu? Maybe he wanted to discuss our strategy for tomorrow's hunt. Although I honestly wasn't in the mood to talk. It wasn't like I could simply drive away the only friend I had now. I got up slowly and ambled to the door. When I opened it, I saw... Hiroko? Good. I was just about to kick the door down. What are you doing here? Or rather, are you sure you want to be seen here? I'm jinxed. Nothing good will come out of my association with me. Out of any association with me. Well, aren't you wallowing in self-pity today? Finally lost your mind after falling out of favor with everyone else? Including you, right? You think so? Yeah, I do. You didn't want to team up with me like all the others. Went through hell and back after you left me in the lurch. Those invaders chased after me and surrounded me. I had no way out. They almost killed me. That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't turned me down. It wasn't Hiroko's fault that I almost been killed. I knew it in my head. But my heart refused to stop those angry words from spilling out of my mouth. Hiroko said nothing in response to my irrational accusation at first. You're right. I could have handled that better yesterday. You were already crushed by everyone's unkind words and deeds. I should have been more considerate. So here's a token of reconciliation from me to you. She took out a box she had been hiding under her arm and handed it to me. Token of reconciliation.
Oh.
Open it. I think you'll like what you see. I took the box and gingerly lifted the cover. Inside was... What? It was the dead body of a gigantic bee. Is this some sort of sick joke? No, wait, this bee. Isn't this one of the sponsor's bees? You killed it? I did. I took advantage of the chaos after Kodata was killed to secure one. As a research sample. What sort of research? You can't be this stupid. Research that will help us. That will help us kill the sponsor and put an end to this travesty of the game. I was dumbfounded by how nonchalantly Hiroko talked about killing the sponsor. The sponsor's invincible. We can't kill them the way we want, the way we are right now. We can, as long as we find a way to deal with the two weapons they wield. Two weapons. The bee is the first. The other is that suit that they're wearing. That spacesuit thing? Yes, I believe that suit is the source of their invincible power. She was right. We attacked the fellow with all of our might, but didn't manage to even scratch the suit. The outfit clearly had some special powers attached to it. How confident are you of finding something? My research on the suit is already in progress, and I expect to discover its weakness in the near future. But really, however, I'm too deeply involved in researching the suit. Spare time for anything else. I've not done anything about that bee or the identity of the sponsor yet. And you're bringing me on board to deal with the lack of manpower? Something like that. So are you willing to join me in my quest to bring down the sponsor? If that were truly possible, I'd be more than happy to give her as much help as she needed, but there were some things that were bothering me. If you wanted my help, why did you turn me down yesterday when I asked to team up? And you wouldn't have had me come over again today to do this. Where are your brains? Try to remember what my exact words were. I will not be teaming up with you for this game. Surely understood the implication that I would be teaming up with you outside of the game instead. Oh, sorry, I guess I couldn't see past that big bush you were beating around. You've been nothing but dismissive of me so far. When I was alienated, you didn't try to take my side. So we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything. Yes, I do think I could have handled that better, but can you blame me? I was still trying to figure out if I could trust the person you are right now. The person I am right now. It's not like there was a deeper meaning to her statement, but I decided this wasn't the time or place to pursue it. Takumi Sumino, I know, is essentially a good person. Cherishes his friends, has a strong sense of justice, possesses good leadership qualities. Someone worthy of my trust, however. You killed Aito on the night of day 2. A would-be traitor who had yet to do anything out of line. That created some doubts in me. To wonder if the Takumi I'm seeing right now is the Takumi I know. That is why I've been assessing you from a slight distance. To see whether you, the person you are right now, can be trusted. It was starting to make sense now. Like, she wanted to come with me to second to last Defense Academy when I went. She wanted to use the opportunity to ascertain my humanity. We can chat later. Let's be on our way. I couldn't find a definitive answer to my question until that day. When the game sponsor appeared and fatally wounded Kodata. You were the first to attack that unknown enemy in order to save her. With no care what might happen to yourself. You were like a ray of light back then, and that's when I was convinced.
You are the Takumi I know. The same kind-hearted Takumi Sumino. With the most disheveled and generic mug. Who always puts his friends above himself.
My tears threatened to spill over despite myself. To think there was someone who still had so much faith in me after being called the Grim Reaper by everyone else. There, I said it. Now you're willing to work with me, bring down the sponsor? I'm not taking no for an answer. I wasn't as cold-hearted as to say no to someone, but just bared so much of their heart to me. However, you know I want nothing more than to do just that, but I'm already in a team with Yugamu. What should we do about him? He's welcome to join us. His knowledge of biology will be very helpful in analyzing the body of that bee. You may not want to go against the sponsor, though. When it comes to killing someone, he tends to err on the side of the discretion and deliberation. That's where your leadership abilities come into play. Leader what? You have just been appointed the leader of the anti-sponsor alliance. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't the one who suggested the partnership in the first place be responsible for taking the lead in? No, I'm not the leader type. Barking orders is just not my kind of thing. Excuse me, you expect me to believe you after all that tyranny you displayed in the previous 100 days? I'll leave the convincing to you, leader. The anti-sponsor alliance will turn the situation around. The defeating the invincible sponsor of this game. It sounded impossible, but being told we could do this by Hideko of all people somehow felt like we really could. Maybe the others would have a better opinion of me if I played a part in taking down the sponsor. Maybe we could become friends again. I fell asleep clinging to that small ray of hope that had lighted up in my heart. Jesus. This is crazy. Hope, man. An alliance? Sure, sign me up. Well, that was easy. All right, I gotta pay. Give me a second. surprised you guys are still awake, man. All right, let's go. You guys still here? The Hunter x Hunter game still lit? How's the demo, Cools? I'm on the moon. I hit my pen too much. Oh, you about to head to bed soon. Bring back some moon rocks. I'm gonna snort them. Jesus. Said it took this long even though Hunter x Hunter isn't finished. Yeah, I should have downloaded the demo as well. But tomorrow's Friday, and Friday is usually when we like to open up the floor to mess around with some multiplayer shit. There's a Marvel patch that dropped. So I know I'm gonna probably play like an hour or two of Marvel with the friends until everyone gets tilted because, you know, either like everybody's not on the same page or whatever, some bullshit. Yeah, there's no online when you play Hunter x Hunter. We can't play each other. I forgot. It's literally just training mode. And I guess local play. Let's go, chat. Everyone gets tilted. Yeah, there's Parsec. An alliance? Sure, sign me up. Yugama agreed to join the anti-sponsor alliance so readily I almost felt this. That's it. You're not gonna think about it a little more. Going up against someone virtually invincible. It's a risky gamble that may very well end in our deaths. What up, Soli? The same amount of risk we're facing if we continue playing this game, right? We may not end up in last place during the first round, but what about the second? About the third or fourth, and so on? We'd be completely worn out by then. Be able to drive away any commanders who chose to launch an attack during that time. Either way, our strength will slowly be sapped away. Exactly. None of the others have noticed it yet, but we're standing at the crossroads of destiny right now. Either way, we break free of our situation, either by defeating the sponsor or getting slowly tortured to death as the game drags on. I'm not really... I appreciate that, Danny, but I don't really want to jump into chapter select right now just for the sake of looking. I just want to play. I don't want to lose my momentum. Like the moment I stop, I want to go to bed. You know what I'm saying? If you have an idea, you can potentially use chapter select, go back to a day where you had free time, use your points, and use chapter select to come back. Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. So if I want to use my points, save, quit the game, go to chapter select, use my points, go to free time. Thank you so much. You did that already? Did you just do that? Did you just do that yourself, Danny? Let me know if you tested that yourself and if it worked. I don't want to do it now though. I mean, because I'm already like, you know, we already got the flow going, we're yapping. Let me know if you tried it. What do you say? You can imagine how grateful. Oh, you did it? Okay, it works. Thanks. So you can imagine how grateful I am. That's actually a really good tip. So imagine how grateful I am to Hideko for taking the lead and revolting against the status quo. The thing is, his expression darkens. I have one major cause of concern with this alliance. It's that Hideko's current teammate, Tatami. He's made no secret of how much she loves killing games. I to believe she'd be sympathetic to our quest to put an end to this game, you know what I mean? I'm sure Hideko will find a clever way to hide it from her or something. He said as much last what does Tatami think of that plan? Killing the sponsor to end the game? She may get mad because she loves the killing game so much. Keeping it a secret from her. She's merely my in-game partner, that's all. I was never gonna let her join the anti-sponsor alliance. Incomprehensible. Why even bother teaming up with her in the first place? I'm sure she has her reasons that she won't reveal even if we press. Ah yes, femme fatale. Thy name is Hideko. Not that I approve of allies keeping secrets from each other. Speak for yourself. Point taken. We'll put that on me on the back burner for now. What exactly are you expected to do? Good question. Top priority is to earn as many points as possible. The plan immediately falls apart if anyone in this alliance gets executed in the first round. Stay in a rank that safeguards you from that outcome. Understood. Understood. Safety first. Basically, focus on the hunt in the morning and anti-sponsor activities in the afternoon. Your role in the alliance is... I want the anatomy and abilities of this bee to be thoroughly analyzed. This will primarily be Yugamu's job since he's so good at dissecting. Good, you mean fabulous. I'm dying to get my hands on those bee remains already. By the way, what's your role? Like on me, I want you to investigate the identity of the sponsor. Focus on whether they are an invader or not. How exactly am I going to do that? Look up books in the library or something? Courses for courses and all that jazz, right? Best person to ask about invaders would be an invader herself. So either then. Yeah, Hideko passed me the key to the cage in the courtyard. and said she'll leave the interrogation to me. I think she'll be cooperative. As a former commander we captured in prison. Doubt she'll betray her companions so easily. I know, let me tag along. I'm quite the killer torturer if I do say so myself. No, you stayed far, far away from her. Wipe that jewel off your face. It wasn't easy for me to build some semblance of a friendly relationship with Ava. I wasn't about to let this lunatic flush that down the proverbial toilet. I acknowledge. I'll follow Hiroko's general directions as instructed. It means going out there to earn some invader points right now. You ready to come? Yeah, ready when you are. We took our weapons and went around attacking the invaders loitering in the ruins. I applied Yugamu's advice from yesterday about treating the killings as mundane work. Lifting up my sword quietly and bringing it down nonchalantly. Just work, I kept repeating to myself in my head. Detach yourself. Just work. Detach yourself. It's just work. Then we sped through that. No, that sponsor isn't one of us. When I asked Ava about the sponsor's identity, she flatly rejected the possibility of them being an invader. Absolutely impossible. I can stake my life on it. You must have solid proof to be so sure. The proof is in the strangeness of their abilities. If they were truly one of our ilk, they wouldn't be using blood-sucking beasts to fight. What do you mean? Beasts are taboo in your religion or something? Not to be the blood-sucking. The absorption of divine blood is strictly prohibited in our commandments. Divine blood meaning the cryptoglobin running in our veins. Absorbing cryptoglobin was prohibited. That reminded me of something similar I heard during my previous 100 days. Hemo animal, or cryptoglobin, was it? Absorbing cryptoglobin is a taboo of the highest order, which will prove that the sponsor of this game couldn't have been an invader since they absorbed Kurata's cryptoglobin. First of all, if the hosts were one of us, would they organize the game to hunt down their own? Yeah, good point. It didn't make sense for an invader to urge the enemy to hunt down other invaders. However, this did complicate matters. The sponsor was neither special defense unit nor a school invader. Did that mean they were an unknown third party? By the way, Takumi, if you don't mind me asking. Ava suddenly changed the subject. Remember that favor I asked for the other day? Did you bring it for me? Bring what? You know, my mask. You promised me you'd return it to me. Right, she did ask me for a mask a while back. Please return my mask for me. The mask? The mask I was wearing on the battlefield. People highly value our masks. We consider them as part of us. The mask was really important to her. As much as I'd like to give it back to her right now. Sorry, Ava, I'm gonna have to go back on that promise. I'll have to bury your face for a little while longer. But why? Why are you being so mean to me? She grabbed hold of the cage bars as she protested, tears welling up in her eyes. Exposing our plain faces is as embarrassing as walking around outside without clothing. You enjoy humiliating me so much. This is prisoner abuse. Wait, calm down. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just the timing's not right. What do you mean the timing's not right? Mask is a symbol of your identity as a commander, right? Bring it will make everyone realize that you're also a target of the invader hunt. As a commander, Ava was most likely one of the targets of this game. Her death would likely result in a lot of points. If anyone realized that, she was bound to be murdered sooner or later. I can't give you back your mask in order to keep you safe, that's all. I can protect myself. I'm not known as a hero among my people for nothing. But you can't use any of your powers when you're inside this prison. You'd be like a sitting duck. But look, you have to just accept it. I'm not about to sit around and watch you get killed. You're not getting your mask back no matter what. People looked entirely convinced and seemed like she was about to protest again, but this is awful. She sighed deeply in what sounded like resignation to me. Hey, cheer up. Once the game is over, you can have your mask back, okay? A maskless life isn't that bad once in a while. See? No risk of heat damage to your face. I'm very sorry. She ignored my encouragements and apologized in favor of glaring at me through half-lidded eyes.
You're so useless. Can't even fetch a simple mask for me?
Okay, keep talking shit. You're not getting a mask. Huh? I thought I'd been imagining things. Did she just whisper something really out of character for her? Ava, sorry, can you repeat that again? Did I just hear you call me useless? You have a problem with me speaking the truth now? I can go on, you know.
Takumi's a gibbering idiot. The enemy of all maidenkind. Downright pervert. I'll sue you for prisoner abuse one day.
Ava had done a complete about face. I could have transformed that sweet, docile lady from just now into this sharp-tongued witch. I'm guessing these are your true colors, huh? Yes, I'm done playing nice. I don't want to be getting anything out of you. Yeah, this is the pits of the pits. For all that hard work, I didn't even get to see a glimpse of my mask. Why don't you just give it back already? Shock of not being able to get her mask back made Ava burst into tears. She'd been putting on an act all this time. I was astonished by the fact and annoyed by her hurtful accusations, but what am I supposed to do now? I couldn't just muster up the anger to chide her as she wept sadly. She was likely mentally strained from the stress of being held in the middle of an enemy stronghold. No wonder everyone hates me. I quietly left the courtyard so as not to agitate Ava any further. After that, I returned to my room and organized the information I'd gotten out of Ava in a notebook. And then once night fell, freaking Czar is making me laugh, dude. I can't keep a straight face. Fucking A. Let me cover my blinds real quick.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Give me a second. You yapper. Okay. My brother might be running low on gas very soon, chat, but let's see how much I could do.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Good night. He said, D sounding like a true anti-vaxxer denying her a mask. Sheesh. Bedtime announcement played. By rights, we should all be turning off the lights and jumping into bed right now. But the Alliance meeting shall now begin. We shall take turns to share our findings of the day with each other. It had been decided that the Anti-Sponsor Alliance would be holding nightly meetings in my room to exchange information starting from tonight. Could you guys hear me well from this distance, by the way, or is it better when I'm like this? Testing, testing, or testing, testing? Let me know. You start first, Takumi. Learning anything new about the identity of the sponsor? Yes, according to what Ava told me, I share the results of my investigation with everyone. About how the bee could not have been a weapon of an invader. The blood-sucking was taboo to the invaders, so the sponsor... That's fine, but I have headphones, thanks. Blood-sucking was taboo to the invaders, so the sponsor couldn't have been one since they sucked without his blood. In conclusion, it's quite likely the sponsor is an unknown third party unrelated to us or the school invaders. That's all for me. We're already having enough trouble with invaders, and now there's a third party. This is highly displeasing. Be that as it may, I must commend you for a job well done. That was remarkable work for a person of your intelligence. Thanks, but can I get something other than a backhanded compliment once in a while? I'll work on it if I feel like it. So that's enough. Allow me to go next. After dismembering the dead bee and investigating its anatomy, I made several discoveries. First of all, the bee was molded after a type of parasitic wasp, a horrible species that parasitizes the bodies of butterfly larvae and feeds off their innards. Realistically, that bee was simply a scaled-up version of a parasitic wasp. There's just one major difference between this bee and an actual parasitic wasp. Bees and hornets usually use their stingers to inject poison into an enemy's body. This giant bee, however, uses it to suck stuff out. That'll eat. Well, let's keep going. Like a blood collecting device of sorts. It works more like a mosquito stinger. I also saw the bee use it to suck the blood out of Kurata. Yes, and she was drained in a few seconds, a testament to the strength of its suction. But it does bring up another question. The body of the bee has nowhere to store the blood it sucks. So where did Kurata's blood disappear to? Maybe it was warped to another place instantly. It's likely that's what's happened. Maybe it's designed to transfer all the nutrients it sucks up into the sponsor's stomach, In other words, the sponsor's using the bees to consume cryptoglobin. Just a hypothesis. If that turned out to be true, it would mean the sponsor absorbed Kurata's blood. The thought of my friend's blood being used as food sparked an intense rage within me. That's all I've got. Let's hear what Hideko has to say now. Any progress on that suit the sponsor's wearing? Yes, I'd venture to say there's been some major progress. Much more than I initially expected. I may be able to get my hands on a spare suit worn by the sponsor in the very near future. There's a spare suit? Yes, and I've almost pinpointed its location. All that's left is to refine the coordinates. Hideko previously said the sponsor's invincibility came from that suit. If we could secure something similar, wouldn't that make us invincible as well? Where is this spare? We can look for it together. No, that won't work. I'll search for it myself. Why? 3 sets of eyes are faster than 1, right? Because I'm the only one who can find that place. Something terrible beyond all imagination may happen if someone other than me discovers it. So don't even try, understand? Her assertive tone made it clear that there would be no further discussion on the matter. Something that could cause the usually placid Hideko to get so worked up had to be extraordinary. Okay, I'll respect your wishes even if I don't understand them. It's for the best. Moving on. What's the plan for tomorrow and beyond? I need you two to continue your research. We're having a dire lack of good information right now. Don't forget to keep earning points in the game as well. Stay in 6th place or higher. Also avoid situations that may end up with you dying to mere minions. As usual, we're going with safety first. If you accidentally die, I'll bring you back to life and kill you myself, Takumi. Why only me? Because if anyone will screw up, it's you. I'll be fine. Gamu's with me. I'm not that bad of a fighter myself. You should be watching out for yourself. You were the first to die last time. Please, you talking to me? I'm much stronger than the Hideko you knew. Dadomi and I can take out a commander or 2 by yourself. Dadomi, Gamu's expression darkened at that. Hideko, I just don't get it. Why would you team up with Dadomi? Of all people. I'll be brutally honest. The fact that you're a team doesn't sit right with me. She loves her killing games. I can't imagine she won't at least try to sabotage our work if she ever finds out about it. Rest assured that she'll never find out. She's just my in-game partner. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm talking about the what-ifs right now. Can't guarantee that it won't happen. You really ought to dissolve your partnership with her. No, I'm not letting her out of my sight. She has an important role to play as well. Which is... I can't tell you. Why not? Shouldn't allies share as much information with each other as possible? Yugama continued to question Hideko about her reason for teaming up with Dadomi. She kept quiet throughout. The alliance meeting ended on a slightly sour note because of that. Well, it is what it is. This playthrough is so fire, by the way. It had been 4 days since the game started, and I had gotten used to fighting outside of the academy. I would wander around quietly in search of invaders and strike them down using as little energy as possible. Detach yourself. It's just work. Detach yourself. Take your lives. Tag Megalo! What the fuck? Detach yourself. It's just work. Nice. Seems like I'm in a pretty good form today. I doubted I would end up in last place in the first round if I kept this up. But ensuring my survival alone wasn't enough to put me at ease. The ultimate goal of the anti-sponsor alliance was to put an end to this game by killing the sponsor. But what was the sponsor hoping to achieve by making us do this? I couldn't get that one thought out of my mind as I cut down one invader after the other. In a way, the sponsor and Saray were similar. Both were trying to make us fight against invaders. Except Saray never ordered us to fight outside the academy. He always insisted we fought on academy grounds. On the other hand, the rules laid down by the sponsors basically forbade us from doing so. They were designed to make us fight outside. Why was the sponsor so determined to make us fight out here? They did not want us using the revival-matic. Fighting outside meant our dead bodies couldn't be revived. Is that the sponsor's objective? To ensure that anyone who died would stay dead? Hey, Takumi, what did your hands go on vacation? I was jolted back to reality by Yugamo's teasing. Sorry, just thinking about something. It's dangerous to think and kill at the same time. There's a fine line between familiarity and carelessness. Keep your mind on the hunt for now. Forget that. Hideko warned you last night about getting killed. You're right. Sorry about that. I focused my mind on the task at hand. With my sword in hand and my mind clear, I resumed the work of cutting down the invaders. Yugamo and I spent the better part of that morning killing together. We returned to the academy a little past noon and immediately made our way to the leisure lounge. There we checked our latest ranks. Moko. Oh, Tsubasa and Moko are making progress. This is not good. This isn't good at all. Hideko Daromi, Moko, Takumi, Tsubasa, Yugamo, top 6. Kyoshika, Nozomi, Takemaru Kako, Ima, and Shoma Garbo.
I'm in 4th place, and Yugamu's in 6th.
That's not good, bro. Positions have slipped from the first day, but we're still within the top bracket. Since it was already the 4th day, it was unlikely we would tumble all the way to the bottom this round unless something catastrophic
Shoma's
happens.
currently in last place.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm not in first with all the powers I have. I told myself not to look at the other positions, but my eyes naturally drifted to the last spot. Speaking of leaderboard positions,
Tsubasa's is surprisingly high.
Facts. She was clearly holding her teammates back yesterday. You have to mind me. Go on and get more points for yourselves. Tsubasa, you promised to not say that anymore. Looking out for one another is what teammates do. The rest are worth their salt, abandons their tag partners to get ahead in the match. Izaki benefiting from the point sharing system. What point sharing system? What, you haven't noticed? There's a way to earn points in this game without killing any invaders yourself. Yugamo took out a notepad and started drawing some sort of diagram. Let's say, for example, a 10-point enemy appears in front of you. You kill that enemy by yourself, you gain whole 10 points. But if I help you in that fight, I gain a percentage of those 10 points. Could be a 50-50 or an 80-20 split, depending on the situation. It all hinges on how much each person contributed to the fight. Simply joining the fight earns you at least 10% of the points. Tsubasa's Himo Anima is very versatile, so I'm sure she's earning points by supporting others. So every member of the team gets some credit as long as they work together like in sports. A strange but fitting comparison. Weaker players earn points by focusing their efforts on supporting others. Stronger players gain support by offering to share points with those who do. This game may not be about pure combat prowess, but how well we work together. Being tested on our teamwork in a killing game. A killing game usually pits participants against each other, but the rules for this one clearly lends itself to fostering teamwork. Had this been implemented to adjust the difficulty of the game to our level, or did the sponsor have some ulterior motive? Fourth wall breaking. I returned to my room, unable to quash the indescribable wave of nausea threatening to bowl me over. What should I do this afternoon? I was in my room trying to figure out what to do in the time I had before the nightly meeting. My role in the anti-sponsor alliance was to find the identity of the sponsor, but it's not as easy as it sounds. I felt like I needed a clear direction, like where was I supposed to even start? If only I had a hint of sorts to get the ball rolling. I suppose I'll just have to ask around. Asking around for information would be the best way to find clues that might shed more light on the matter. Asking around, yes, that's what I'll be doing today. Others would surely be shocked to see the most unpopular guy in the school right now approaching them out of the blue. I can't hold up in my room all day without at least trying something. Steal myself before dashing out of the room. Shit. 29. What time is it? 2:46. I am getting wind dead, brother. I am getting win fucking dead. I might need to call it chat and get some slips, because I don't feel like I got a full 5 to 7 hours of sleep today. I feel like I got 4, and yeah, all that reading too. I need to recover my voice. I need TTS prior to do VO. Oh, I'm just sleepy. It's not even my voice bodied. But yeah, I need rest. But I'll be back. I'll be back. Are you guys still recovering from yesterday? I realized there were certain ways that I read where my mouth was wide open. Like if I had my mouth wide and I fully sounded out everything, as opposed to just reading everything in a monotone manner very fast, it was better when I sounded everything out as I read. It felt like there was less strain, you know? Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, he said for Marvel. Dead. Man said for Marvel, he needs TTS. You don't need no TTS for Marvel. You guys are the TTS. All right, chat. Very, very fun. Let me see before I go. If you guys are new to the stream, I wanted to thank you all for being here. And feel free to join the Disky. Here's the Discord to all the lurkers. Here's the Reddit. Here's the socials. And feel free to follow your boy, man. I appreciate y'all for hanging. I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream. And yeah, man. Oh, chapter select? Sure. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to set up so I could dippy, man. Man. All right, chapter select. Let's see. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun figuring out how that all works. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm just winded, boys. I am fucking winded. All right, I'm gonna catch y'all, yo. I'm gonna catch y'all. Let's raid somebody. Hopefully we could raid somebody from the 100 line Last Defense Academy community. I think that'd be great. Let's find one. I don't understand when he said for Marvel. All right, let's go. Anyway, here we go. Let's see who's streaming now that I could raid. Who do we raid? Who do we raid? Who do we raid? But I'll raid you to King. I'm gonna catch y'all. Badge 1, dude. I literally said you can't. He said I can't wait to play Friday. I said for Marvel. Badge 1. Yeah, I'm Dej. Badge Dej. Mute King. Hopefully the raid goes through. Hopefully the raid goes through, man. Mute King is currently playing Elden Ring, Night Rain. So if you guys have the game and want to play with him, I don't know. Best of lucky. But yeah, today was a great stream. Had a blast. Had a blast. You guys were fantastic. Bye.